my gorgeous light beings, my healers, my star seeds, my light workers. Welcome back to my channel, The Pleiadian Priestess. Today's reading is going to be a juicy one. I feel like, I don't know, someone's going to love it, someone's going to hate it. That's how it always goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. So we're going to just get on with it. Today's reading is going to be about how do men describe your beauty? How do they describe you and how they see you and view you to others? Okay, so just be aware of that. I feel like I was on the train today coming home from work and thinking about this reading like, is this how men truly see women? Because everything that came through was dang near flawless, beautiful, gorgeous. And I'm like, of course, maybe they're seeing your soul, because not everybody, of course, in the world is going to be picture perfect. But I just feel like what came through was me directly channeling things. So whatever came through. Okay, if it doesn't resonate, then I guess it doesn't resonate. But take what does, have fun with it, enjoy yourself, get all the compliments that you deserve, leave the reading feeling amazing about yourself, which is of course a gorgeous thing. So just, like I said, I don't know, I was overthinking it, but I guess, hey, the way the men described it and how spirit portrayed it is definitely what, the truth, honestly. Or it's someone's truth out there. But anyway, you're going to choose an option. You're going to choose an image, okay, a thumbnail image, one of these gorgeous ladies. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people at your reading. But always make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know. Share if you feel called to share this with anyone that you know. And now on to your reading. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group ones. Welcome to your reading. If you chose group 1, thumbnail image 1, the number 1, however you done got here, welcome to your reading. Today's reading, we're going to be getting into what do men say about your beauty. Now, this topic was inspired or could come directly taken, I should say, from Psychic Siren Tarot. Now, I don't know if she came up with the idea herself or if she found it from somebody else, but whoever inspired her inspired me. She inspired me. She did this topic and I watched it. I'm like, oh, this is a cute option. I mean, this is a cute reading. I want to do it myself. Okay, so I'm doing it. Psychic Siren Tarot, appreciate you. What do men say about your beauty? Okay, now immediately before I was starting the reading, my hands was looking real ashy. And I'm like, I can't come on this camera looking ashy now. So that could be something. You look soft, you look moisturized. And then also when I was taking the cards out of the box, the tarot cards, the 10 of Pentacles got stuck in the box and kind of like flipped over. And I'm like, what card is this acting up? It was 10 of Pentacles. So you look expensive, okay? You look rich, okay? For some of you, could look bougie, maybe uppity for some of you. But you look soft, you look expensive. That kind of thing is definitely coming through right off the bat. Glowing, moisturized. You look moisturized, okay? So maybe your skin is like always really glowy or dewy, like to call it in the makeup. Not even makeup, child. I mean, yeah, in makeup, honestly. But in skincare, you look dewy. Like a glazed donut kind of vibe. That could be your look. And that's what men say about you. Not that they know what the look could be called. Maybe some of them do. But most men are completely oblivious to makeup and skincare. I remember I was talking to one guy a long time ago. He's not significant, but what he said was, and I was like, yeah, I gotta do my skincare routine before I go to bed. He's like, what do you mean skincare routine? I'm like, I have to do my skincare routine. He's like, what is that? I'm like, it's literally in the wording, skincare routine. I wash my face, put on my toner. And he's like, what do you do actually? I'm like, I gotta spell it out for you. He's like, yes, please. And I'm like, okay, fine. I do this. And he's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know. And he's like, oh, how much do you pay and what products do you use? I'm like, you've really never heard of skincare routine before in your life. Like I don't even remember what age he was, but he wasn't young. And I'm like, okay, interesting. So there could be something here about your skincare, because that definitely keeps coming through. But yeah, if men even know what it was, if they don't know what it was, they just say you always look like really glowy and shiny. You know what I mean? But in the skincare community, we girlies know it's called dewy and it's giving glazed donut. You know what I mean? Or glass skin. That's the kind of vibe you guys are coming through as, okay? Which is why it's giving expensive. Like, you take care of yourself. You care how you look. 10 of Pentacles is definitely like, that kind of vibe. So let's get into the reading. What do men say about my group 1's beauty? She expensive. She bougie. What card is this? We have the 2 of Pentacles. I don't know why I just heard ride or die. That has nothing to do with beauty. Let's get it together. You have very even and balanced features with the Two of Pentacles coming through. Because usually the Two of Pentacles, and we have King of Pentacles, are we surprised? I'm hearing you're a total knockout because the Tower card definitely gives me that energy. You're a total knockout. Some of you could have RBF because we have Seven of Wands here, and that's definitely giving leave me alone, stay out of my face, I'm gonna fight you. So you could look very like, you know, not even mean, but it's like definitely giving RBF, like don't mess with me kind of vibes, okay? And then we have the Five of Cups in reverse. So I'm hearing a very serene beauty, a very pretty, down-to-earth kind of pretty, okay? Maybe for some of you, girl next door is also something that was coming through before the reading started. That's my fault for asking Spirit to tap me in before I even got the cards ready. But, you know, we soldier on. So it's giving girl next door beauty, someone who looks like very serene, maybe innocent for some of you. So they're just like this person, like their beauty is like definitely knockout, breathtaking. Is the Tower. It kind of knocks you out. It's unexpected. I'm hearing blinding smile. So some of you could have like a very blinding smile. Like something about your beauty like catches them off guard. So it has to be either something they don't see right off the bat. So it's a smile, it's a smirk, it's a flirtatious look, it's a something. But it's definitely giving very balanced features. And these Two of Pentacles, tell me they don't look like eyes, kind of. The way your eyes are like circular like this and your pupils. So the color of your eyes, they talk about a lot. It's very beautiful. For some of you, it could be this gold. It could be the amber color, okay? Or it could just be brown. It could be whatever color you want it to be. But this is giving me eyes. Very like symmetrical eyes, you know? So some of you can have like almond eyes or round eyes, okay? Because from what I know, those are the most desirable eye shapes for whatever reason. I don't fucking know. I'm also hearing doe eyes. And it's funny because look at how we have, well, I first saw it in this card. We have the owl in the background looking like really crazed with wide eyes. So your eyes look really wide. You know what I mean? So if you're not looking at a guy, as soon as you put your full effect on him and you stare at him, you kind of like take his breath away. I'm hearing take my breath away. I'm sorry, let me not get crazy here. Here we have the Five of Swords. Wow, I've never gotten this card from this deck. Oh, this is the Three of Swords. Wow. So the fact that that's the Five of Swords is crazy to me. Yeah, we have the Three of Swords, and I love how we have it going through a head and not a heart, even though the head is kind of shaped like a heart. So it's kind of like you can't get them off your mind. So it's like an unforgettable kind of beauty. You're going to remember it years after you've seen it, you know? So some of you could be models, or you could be models, if you know what I mean. Some of you could be models if that's your actual profession, your job. And then some of you look the part too. If you wanted to, you could be a model, okay? That's the kind of vibe. But it's only when you see models like that or a specific kind of beauty that you can't stop thinking about it, you know? And that's what Three of Swords is kind of giving me. Can't get you off my mind, you know? Take my breath away, okay? But yeah, there's something here about your face, because that's definitely what the swords are kind of shoving through. So it's kind of like giving the whole, how people say you're a heartbreaker based off your looks. Like, oh, I know you've been breaking a lot of hearts. They mostly say it for boys because they know girls are sweet. Let me stop. Not all of us. But definitely I'm hearing, crap, what is that song? It's like a really old time song. Thank God for little girls. Thank God for making little girls. Something like that. Some of you can have like a very like girlish charm to you, where it's definitely giving girl next door. For others of you, you're definitely giving like heartbreaker. For guys, you're giving heartbreaker. I'm hearing Trey Songz, Chris Brown, where they just have that really boyish, pretty boy look. And it's like, yeah, you don't forget about them because they become your crush, your heartthrob. No matter what they do and what they're accused of, wink, wink, shove, shove, they still are seen as desirable, okay? So that could be a thing. Even if you've broken someone's heart, you still are seen as desirable, you know? Even if you do have RBF or you do have a bad attitude or you are stuck up or whatever your personality may be, they still can't get you out of their head, okay? But that's definitely what's coming through. The fact that we have like a whole head coming through here and her eyes are closed. It's kind of like giving me Medusa in the Percy Jackson movies where her eyes are closed. But then when you want to, in that one movie where they wanted to use her to freeze someone, they kind of like took her head and put it in front of somebody's face and she opened her eyes for a second and then she froze the person. So that's literally what I'm saying by your eyes like freeze people, stop them in their tracks, you know what I mean? They catch people off guard, okay? So that's definitely something that's coming through a lot. It doesn't matter what color your eyes are. It's definitely giving the shape of them, the intensity of them, something about them, the purity in them. For my girls who are coming through with the girlish charm, there's something about them that stops them in their tracks. Okay, that's what Mebi's saying about her eyes. You know what I mean? It's all in her eyes. So you're definitely giving a Medusa where you see people and you're just like, they stop in amazement kind of energy, okay? Shut the hell up, yo. I don't understand why people in this neighborhood can't just be patient. They're just like always beeping, knowing that every day they come to the same spot, drive to the same spot, and it's always traffic. Like, what is the problem? Here we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so there's something here about being stuck on you. I'm hearing that song, stuck on you. I got this feeling down deep in my heart that I just can't lose. Yes, I'm on my way. I needed a friend. And now that I have seen you, I guess I'll be with you to the end. Yes, I'm on my way. I'm mighty glad you stayed. I'm stuck on you. I'm leaving on that midnight train tomorrow. I'm sorry. I love that song so bad. But the song's originally performed by Lionel Richie, but the first time I heard the song was on The Voice, where DISCERNMENT sang it, and he's a perfect example because he was a pretty boy, and everyone on the show loved him because of his like boyish charm and his good looks. Okay, so you definitely have that. Look him up. And he's like very much like a smooth talking, I'm leaving on that midnight train tomorrow. Like he was singing it. And I know just where I'm going. Oh, oh. Like he was doing all this stuff. I'm like, go off, Des. And you're cute too. And you can sing. Stop playing. You know, that's definitely what he was saying. Okay. But definitely everyone had a crush on him. He's like season 1, season 2 of The Voice. I know they have like mad seasons at this point, but DISCERNMENT, Stuck on You, that performance, go look it up on YouTube, and who, that man will blow your mind. He's so beautiful. He's so beautiful. Like, yeah, that's the energy coming through for you guys. But people get stuck on you. The Wheel of Fortune is an energy of sometimes being stuck or moving really quickly. So I'm hearing time stops. Time stops. It's like electricity. No, that's the wrong part of the song. Time stops. And everything around me is frozen. And nothing matters but these few moments when you open my mind to things I've never seen. Something like that. When I'm Kissing You by Miranda Cosgrove is coming through. But that portion of the song is coming through. Time stops. And everything around me is frozen. And then there's also another part of the song that's like, it's like electricity, I might die. When I forget how to speak, you move closer, and there's nowhere in this world I'd rather be. Okay? Because when I'm kissing you, my senses come alive. So people's senses come alive when they're around you. This is so juicy. Not these guys out here drooling, thirsting over my group ones. Drop a pic in the comments. Let me stop. If only we could, right? That would be so cute if we could like leave GIF comments on YouTube. YouTube, get with it, okay? We should be able to leave GIF comments and pictures in the comments by now. Stop playing with us, okay? Oh, I was gonna be like, drop a pic, group ones, cause okay. But yeah, the Wheel of Fortune are all the fixed signs. So there's something like people can fix on you. You could be a Scorpio, which of course people who are Scorpios are known to attract a lot of 18 plus attention. Okay, then we have Taurus. They're known as being very beautiful. They're ruled by Venus as well. Then we also have Aquarius. Okay, there's something like very maybe unconventional about your attractiveness. You know what I mean? Not everybody walking down the street is giving model, but you guys are. That could be where the unconventionality comes in. And then the other sign is Leo, and wow, Leo is Leo. You know what I mean? So all those signs are coming through. But Leo is definitely the showstopper, star of the show. They're stealing the show kind of energy. They're the star, okay, famous kind of energy. So you are definitely giving beauty that is like, that can be compared to a famous person or a heartthrob in the industry, because not everybody in the industry that's famous is beautiful, gorgeous. You know, I'm hearing Brad Pitt. You have the Brad Pitt brood, I'm hearing, or the Brad Pitt lips, because he I think when he was first like younger, you know what baffles me is that some white man they like have like the plumpest lips when they're young, and then as soon as they get old, the plumpness goes away, and it kind of baffles me because when you see black people, when their lips are plump, it's gonna stay plump. Other people, other races, their lips be plump, and it's like men, white men in general, are in their prime. When they're in their prime and they're young, they are the most stunning people you've ever seen. Then as soon as they get older, it's kind of like everything starts going away. So their prime is like, oh, show-stopping beauty. Like, oh my gosh, I've never seen anything more gorgeous than you. And then when they get older, it's kind of like, oh, they kind of spoil really quickly. For some of them, not all of them, okay? For some of them. But Brad Pitt, he's still very beautiful and stuff, plump lips, but they were really plump. Another good example is Chris Evans. When I look back at pictures of him when he was younger, his lips were the plumpest I've ever seen. So your lips are coming through, honestly, because you see I'm going on a tangent here. His lips were like really plump when he was younger. They were like pouty is the word that I was looking for. And now that he's older, they don't really look pouty at all. They just look like they're there, you know, like paper thin kind of energy. And I'm like, what? How? That's so crazy. How when you're young, your lips look one way. Now you're older, they're not as plump as they used to be. How rude. I would be upset. But yeah, that's coming through. So your lips are definitely coming through. Your lips are plump and pouty, and people love that, okay? But yeah, the fixed signs are coming through, and they all have something about them that makes them stand out, just in different ways, okay? Scorpio is the sex appeal, like I said. Leo is the show-stopping. They have the sun. They shine really brightly. They can't help but have attention attracted to them. We have Aquarius. They're very giving alien. I didn't want to say ethereal for you guys, but I didn't want to use everything and leave nothing for group 2 and group 3. You know what I mean? Use all the characteristics. I'm sorry, I'm acting up. Then we had, what's the next sign? Taurus. They're ruled by Venus, so of course you're definitely giving beauty queen. In the one deck that I have, the Taurus is the bombshell. So you're definitely giving bombshell, okay? The Leo is the lover, Scorpio is the, I forget, and the Aquarius is the radical. But I forget what the Scorpio is in that deck. It doesn't come out often, honestly. But yeah, y'all know Scorpios. If you know astrology, you know Scorpios. Everybody be on the Disney, okay? Literally. So my group 1s, please, what do men say about their SCX appeal? We have the 4 of Swords. Some of you could have those Billie Eilish eyes. And like eyes keep coming through once again. Yeah, so eyes. Men talk about your eyes, your lips. What else came through? Your face. Here we have 3 of Cups. Okay. Maybe, okay, so I'm getting a scenario here. You know how when you see a really pretty girl, you just automatically assume that they're stuck up and mean? That is the vibe coming through for you guys with the Tower card coming out, where it's just like, I'm hearing like a scratch of a record where it comes to a stop unexpectedly. Men, when they see you and see your personality is very like cheeky, I'm hearing, nice, flirty, they get very surprised, so they're expecting you to be mean, or have RBF, or you do have RBF. When you smile, it's kind of like, wow, you know what I mean? That's the kind of energy coming through for you guys right now, because we have the Tower, then we have it clarified by the 3 of Cups, and that was immediately giving me, like, people think that you're this mean girl that doesn't really care what people say, or you have like an attitude problem or something like that. And then as soon as you smile at them or you start talking to them, you're really flirty and, you know, very honest. And you know what I mean? Kind of energy, cheeky, witty, really down to earth, girl next door vibes. And they're like, wow, I'm sorry for misjudging you, essentially. So they would tell guys, hey, yeah, she's very beautiful. He's very beautiful. They're very gorgeous and show-stopping beauty. But they also have a really good personality on top of it. They know how to have a good time. You know what I mean? They're good at conversations. They like to flirt and play very playful, you know, youthful. Because now I'm hearing you have like chubby cheeks for some of you, okay? So that's coming through for my men. Giving King of Pentacles came through for you guys. It's definitely giving rich, has money, okay? But it's also giving manly. I'm hearing like a natural build. So what I mean by that is you could work with the earth and you have like a very naturally muscular physique. It's not giving gym bro where they go in the gym. It's like an unnatural amount of muscles and it looks like, you know, scary almost. It's giving a natural cut to your like shoulders and chest, and you know, that's what the King of Pentacles gives me, a man, salt of the earth kind of guy, where he's a farmer, he plants stuff, he's a what's that dude's name on social media? It's something, but he's like the guy who got famous on TikTok for cutting wood. Is his name like Holden, something like that? I don't know, but that's definitely the vibe you guys are giving. Like, and he is also like a really like wholesome guy. He looks like, oh my gosh, he's this F boy. He's cutting wood and thirst trapping. But when it came down to this last election, he was definitely coming for people and definitely putting people in their place for how they voted, who they voted for. He was being very open and honest about, hey, he's like, I know I'm here for thirsty content and thirst traps and, you know, all that, but I want to get into something real right now because people are assuming that because I look a certain way that I don't care about certain things. Like, that's the opposite of the truth, okay? So he really got, like, you know, deep and political and was like, you need to vote for this if you care about this, and if you don't vote for this, this is how you really are, and don't kind of talk to me kind of energy, because if you vote for this person, you don't care about human rights. And he was like really getting, like, you know, in depth about certain things. And we think of entrepreneurs or content creators or influencers, we don't think of people who have a brain. We think of people who are there to look cute and entertain us. But he was really showing more of his, like, you know, compassionate side. So people think, oh, he just cuts wood and he's this, you know, very dumb just vessel to look good in. And he's like, no, I actually have a brain, I have smarts, I have opinions, you know, I have values, morals kind of energy, and that's what's coming through. He looks really good and people don't expect him to have a brain as well, but he does. So people can say that about you as well, or they don't expect you to be a upstanding member of society or human being, but you actually are, you know. Can I get one more card? I'm hearing you're very chill. Then we have Ace of Cups. A lot of cards fell up. I'm only taking this one. Ace of Cups, okay? Dreamy, desirable, wet dream is what I'm hearing as well. So you're a lot of people's wet dream. I'm hearing it's those lips, it's those eyes, and the things, it's funny how the things that keep coming through for you guys are all on the face. You know what I mean? I'm also hearing beard, because we have a beard in this King of Pentacles card right here. I'm hearing hawkish eyes. Your eyes can be like very perceptive and sees a lot of things. But I think I ended up or stopped on Billie Eilish eyes. She has those very like, not slanted, but sad eyes, you know? Where it's just like, that's what really like grabs your attention on Billie, in my opinion. Yes, she changes her hair color. Yes, her body banging as well. You know, her body's tea. As the girls like to do it on TikTok, like her body's tea. Okay. But yeah, that's what is coming through for you guys. Okay, your eyes, how they're the ones that kind of suck you in. So guys are mostly talking about your eyes, okay? Your face. And then also your energy. That you're also someone who's really sweet and you care. You're a caring person. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups, okay? Which definitely ties into this. It's definitely giving, I feel like I say the same thing for Six of Cups every time. Definitely friendly, down to earth kind of person, no matter how gorgeous you look, you know? So people see you and get mad because you have all these looks and beauty, and they want to put like, oh, you're mean, you don't care about this, you don't care about that, because you're just a pretty face. Is the vibe that's coming through, and the guys are saying she's not just a pretty face. Or the ones that take the time to get to know you anyway, they're telling other people, hey, she's not just a pretty face, you know? Okay. Who? Anything else coming through here for you guys? We went over all the cards. Yes, the Four of Swords definitely giving very chill, laid back kind of beauty. So if some of you, because I was talking about the glazed glass skin, I don't think people who have like glass skin are walking around with like loads and loads of makeup on. They could be, but it's giving your skin to look very natural, and there's no need for you to put up on all this makeup. You know, maybe you show it in different ways, you know what I mean? Or you wear like a very natural makeup look and you like it to look dewy, but there's something about your skin looking very glowy. And makeup most of the time is like powder based, but if you do use liquid based makeup, you could be someone who does more liquid based makeup and not, or liquid blush, liquid concealer, stuff like that. You don't mattify it like some people like to do. It's definitely giving like just shining, you know? Okay, let's move on to the next bit of cards. What do men say about your beauty? And I love how we're getting the Seven of Wands, and the build that I was talking about is definitely giving this. I've been jumping around, but back to that whole salt of the earth farmer vibe, where you have, your body comes from you working in the natural environment and doing like, like, what can I say? doing not honest work, but just your job based on what you do. You work out in nature and you have that not gym muscularness to you. Okay, is the vibe that's coming through. I don't know much about men's bodies, but it's still killing me that this owl really sitting there with these big old bug eyes. Your eyes keep coming through, for real. But yes, it's definitely giving a nice physique, okay? Trim and muscular. It's like, I'm trying to remember how people describe it. Because I'll be reading my books and that physique be coming through, but I'm not remembering it. It's like a body built based on like farming and doing stuff like rowing and doing bicycling. So maybe somebody like a trim build, you know, where it's like not very muscular, but it's like, you know, defined. Others of you, it is very muscular, but it's muscles that were built off of farming and plowing and cutting wood, like, you know, living on the earth, living on the land. I guess that's what it's called. Okay, so let's get into these cards here. Like, I'm trying to make it make sense, but me over-explaining it is not helping at all. But it's giving how there's some men who, like, just, you know, do stuff around the house. And they have, like, that very natural physique. It's not something they have to go to the gym to get. So for my men watching or my guys watching, okay, you have that build coming through. Here we have persevere. So it's definitely giving some kind of physical... what's the word I'm looking for? Some kind of physical, I don't know. And now that's when everything else I wants to be quiet, when I can't think of a word. Virility? Could be you guys are giving like a lumberjack, farmer kind of vibes for the guys coming through. And for other men that are saying that about you, other men, if you love men, you know, like us, like we do. But persevere is definitely giving you run fast, lift, trim. Okay, others of you may not, because we have the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise was the slow one. The hare was the fast one. Maybe you guys could be a little bit of both. You talk fast, you talk slow. You move slow and sultry. You move very fast, you know. Like you have somewhere to go, like the white rabbit, the hare. Here we have this could be bad. This is that tower energy coming through again. Men are scared of embarrassing themselves in front of you. So you're definitely giving the beauty that will definitely like bring them to their knees is the vibe that I'm getting. Like they see you and they're like, oh boy, like my brain is going to mush. What do I say to them? How do I interact with them? Here we have adventure risk. They just want to dive deep into you. Look at that, a pool of water. You guys are getting like a lot of watery aspects. You guys could have like a lot of water in your chart. And if you don't, you have like a very watery, dreamy, ethereal kind of look to you. Where you have those big, glittering, glistening eyes, okay? You have I'm hearing colorful hair for some of you. You have long hair for others of you. Like how the mermaids have like the really long, beautiful hair. Others of you, you wear like a lot of accessories in your hair. Maybe you put shells, you put headbands, you put something in your hair to like make it stand out. These are a lot of cards, wow. Whew, I was staring off into space. We have dearest wishes come true. So that's definitely what I was getting, the dream girl kind of aesthetic. You guys are giving them, these guys, giving princess, okay? You know, very well put together, rich, expensive. That was coming through as well. Take all of them, take none of them. If you're not taking any of them, try another group. Here we have separation, okay? And this is what I was talking about. They're always thinking about you when they're not around you. So even if you meet a guy or some dudes, they're still thinking about the cute girl on the train, the cute girl on the bus, the cute girl at the coffee shop. When they're not around you, they're still thinking about you, your beauty, your looks. Like I've never seen somebody with such soulful eyes, with such piercing eyes, with such beautiful, dreamy, warm eyes. I've never seen someone with such a dazzling smile, you know what I mean? And such honest, pure energy. They're just a good person, you know what I mean? Your energy sticks around as well. For the ones who get to know you, okay? Now we have pack your bags. Separation and pack your bags are definitely giving like on the move kind of energy. So movement is coming through for you guys. Like I said, for my women, if you don't resonate with the you have like a really lithe body, you know what I mean? I was watching a movie. I feel like the movie was recommended by a tarot reader. I think it could have been Kino Tarot. She was talking about the movie Spanglish. It's either her or Lotus Tao Tarot. I don't really watch a lot of readers, so it had to have been like the few that I do watch. And I think it was Kino or Lotus Tao Tarot. And they were like, there's a scene. They were talking about a scene in Spanglish. And I'm like, what is that movie, Spanglish? And I forgot about it, never watched it. And then yesterday I was on Netflix and I was looking up movies to watch or shows to watch, and that movie popped up. And I'm like, wow, I remember a tarot reader mentioned this movie. Maybe I should watch it. Now in the movie, we have a Hispanic Mexican lady, and her body's not the most curvaceous, but it's like supple, if you know what I mean. And then we have the white wife in the movie, and she's like always running. And always, like, the thing in the movie is, like, she's always, like, trying to race past people. So she's always, like, on your left, on your left, on your left. And it's funny how I was talking about Chris Evans, and he's Captain America. And that was, like, a running joke between him and who used to be the Falcon. Because now he's Winter Soldier. I mean, now he's Captain America. But before, in that movie, he was the Falcon. Or he was going to be. But she was, like, on your left, on your left. She loves, like, racing past people. And her body was very much, like, athletic, where it's like very muscular top and like a very lithe and like small bottom. So kind of like the body goes like this, you know? And then there's other people whose body goes in, then it comes out with hips. And there's other people whose bodies like kind of like not like curvaceous, but it lines up really well. It's like curvy in a kind of way. They have lines, you know? The vibe that's coming through for you guys is the wife in that movie, the one who's always running. So like you're very like muscular and lithe, you know? There's not giving many curves. Others of you could have some curves. You could have a nice little booty on you as well, because I'm seeing a little hint of booty in this card right here. A little hint of it, you know, if you will. That's definitely coming through. Then we have cha-cha-cha. You could have like a dancer's build as well. I do believe dancers do have that build as well. I'm thinking of what's her name, Jenna from Dancing with the Stars. Her body's like very just like muscular and toned and fit. It's not giving many curves, you know. Her chest is not voluptuous. Her, you know what I mean? It's just giving like sinew and muscle, like a athlete's body is what's coming through for guys and girls too as well. And then we also have the swimmer in the Adventure and Risk. You have the swimmer, so some of you have like that swimmer's build. Tall and like long, if you will. And then we have stormy weather, and then we have a win-win. Why did so many cards come off, you guys? Then we have a win-win. So some of you could have like a very broody eyes, the Billie Eilish eyes, which I didn't mention already. The Billie Eilish eyes, okay. Then we have seek a higher power, like this person looks like they came down from the heavens. You know how on social media they say God took his extra sweet time with this person when they're really attractive. That's what they're going on and saying, the men. Then we have please stand by. Their mind kind of goes on the fritz and they don't know what to say. They kind of like skip a beat. Their heart skips a beat. Their mind kind of like short circuits kind of energy is what this card is giving me. And that's what men be saying, like, you know, be careful with that one there. Like, you know what I mean? She's going to make you lose your words or speechless kind of vibes, you know? What other cards do we have for you guys? Some of you could have really nice eyebrows or really cute nose. Your eyebrows could be very defined, and they mentioned that as well. For my group ones, please spirit my group ones. My group ones, how would men describe their beauty? We have Teacher Arnica. And what I always love about this card is Arnica is what they use in a lot of healing solubles, solves, S-A-L-V, a lot of healing salves, a lot of stuff that the Arnica is used like to soothe. So you have like a very soothing presence, a soothing beauty, you know what I mean? Even like even though you do make people's heart stops and their hearts race, all that energy, you're also still giving like a really like a something beauty, like a class act beauty, a really pretty person, you know what I mean? Teacher. And this also giving me men say that you could teach women a thing or two is what I'm hearing, which is very pig chauvinistic-y of them. But that's what teacher's definitely giving me. like women can learn a thing or two about how she looks and how she carries herself, but it's giving, why are you comparing this woman to someone else? Don't do that. Men will be men, child, I swear. Not in my readings. Here we have Mugwort Psychic Healing. So with the owl coming through multiple times in your reading, there is definitely something that I was saying like ethereal about you, where you're giving out of this world, or like you can see all with your eyes is definitely what it's giving. Okay. I'm also hearing, for those of you who are older, you look young for your age. So it's kind of giving, you have like these, what, like intelligent eyes. I'm hearing intelligent eyes in a hunger pang frame. And when he said hi, I forgot my dang name. That's coming through from Hamilton. But it's definitely giving these very like wise, sharp, intuitive eyes in this like very youthful, beautiful, pretty body. And it's kind of like, how can you look so young, but your eyes look worldly and old and sultry and brooding in a way, you know? These men don't know what to make of you, child. Which is why we have the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is always moving and turning, so their opinions are always changing. You know what I mean? Okay, here we have Calendula, which is purity, which is definitely giving the girl next door, childlike, innocent, you know, exuberant, youthful, bubbly. I'm hearing bouncy. Okay, I'm men are so piggy. I heard you can bounce a quarter off that butt. But I heard the A word, not the butt word, but yeah, they said that. So it's giving very compact. You be doing them squats in the gym, keeping your physique right. And then we have Ashwagandha, purpose. I'm trying to think of what thing that I have that could. Ashwagandha is used like in like sleeping, relaxing, calming medicines and like vitamins. So there is something like very soothing about your energy as well, which is that psychic healing. Men feel like healed by looking into your eyes or having a conversation with you. You know, they leave feeling lighter than they did before, whether it's your exuberant childlike personality or it's your wise, the wisdom you have in that crone. So like I said, it's giving wise beyond your years kind of energy, you know what I mean? But it's definitely giving brooding, but it's also giving exuberant as well. It's giving Scorpio versus Leo. You know what I mean? Or it's giving Taurus versus Scorpio. Taurus is a very chill, laid back, Four of Swords energy coming through, Ace of Cups, you know what I mean? Very friendly, open vibes. And then we have a Scorpio, which is definitely the opposite of that. Of their very intense, very broody, hard to get to know, standoffish vibes. You know what I mean? Distrustful kind of vibes is the energy that Scorpio definitely gives, you know? It's like life versus death, because the sun is life. You know what I mean? And Scorpio is like death. It's the energy coming through. Not because the moon is not really death, but it's like giving night versus day. You have like that. You're always changing. So like the way men view you could always be changing, or how they're viewing you change. They're telling people, hey, this person, like 1 minute they're the sun, the next minute they're the moon. You know what I mean? Period. But that's the vibes coming through for you. And I love how in the sun, in this part over here, his eyes are closed, but then the moon has her eyes closed. You know? So maybe you awake more with the night. It's giving siren vibes. You know what I mean? Like, be careful, don't get too close. She will lure you to the depths, and you'll never be found again. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely giving siren-y kind of beauty. Or there's like a danger to like falling into your looks. There's a danger to like falling in love with you, potentially. It was a danger to your looks, like, you know what I mean? Okay, what time is it? Get some dice. We have 11th house, so definitely have a friendly nature. Stop playing in my face. Definitely a friendly nature. I'm hearing astute. Maybe there is something here about you, like, yeah, there's something here about your beauty being on display for everyone to see. So it definitely is giving model, or you're in the spotlight, or you have a job that's like a very public job, okay? Here we have Mercury, so communication and smarts, intelligence are coming through again, and the intelligent eyes and hunger pang frame. So maybe some of you are very like very skinny, very slim, and people are like, she's like so slim with her eyes. Like, it's like giving away your eyes are too big for your face, kind of, for some of you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course, because not everybody is like, you know, like their eyes are like so big because the rest of them is so small. Energy that's coming through for some of you though. Maybe they say you look like you don't eat enough. What the heck? 11th house came through again. Are you serious right now? You guys are coming through as like heavy Aquarius, the radical. So it is giving maybe gamine for some of you. That's the perfect word to describe the physique that I was talking about, where it's kind of like and then you know what I mean? I think it's called the runner's build. Let me look it up. I know there's something about that. Runner's build? Yes, a lean and muscular physique, because runners typically develop due to the demands of their sport. Okay, so your lower body is strong. Okay, particularly your quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes. You could bounce a quarter off that booty. Okay, that's coming through. And then your core is developed, abdominal and back muscles for stability and propulsion. Okay. And then your upper body is lean and toned, and shoulders for efficient running form. So it's definitely giving the I think it's like the ideal men's build, of course, like they want the wide shoulders and the trim waist and bottom. And then football players have that build a lot as well, because the first they have to run across the damn field like a maniac. Okay, others who are definitely giving swimmer's build. Okay. And then, of course, you have lower body fat. Let's look up swimmer's build. Broad shoulders, well-defined triceps, a strong back with developed lats, whatever that is, and a toned physique with minimal bulk and a long torso. So that's coming through for others of you, okay? So some of you were giving runner's build, and others of you were giving swimmer's build, okay? But there's definitely like a very natural about you, like using natural elements to get the body. You're not in the gym pumping weights, you know. A swimmer's build is go from swimming. Runner's build is from running. Another build, if you're more muscular, is from working the earth, you know, kind of energy. Okay, I'm not gonna get too much into it now, but that's what's coming through for y'all. But hold on. Okay, I looked up what Aquarians look like, and they have an androgynous look, large, expressive eyes. What was I saying? And otherworldly features. That's the vibe you guys are giving off for some of you, which is what most models look like, because they don't look like the regular Joe Schmo or Jane Schmaine. You know what I mean? So your eyes are large and expressive. Your facial features a smaller nose. What did I say about that? And then your complexion is luminous, clear, and reflecting their overall health. Yo, my mind is blown right now. And you guys got 11th house twice. So whether you're Aquarius or not, the thing that stands out most to you, to these men, are your large, expressive eyes. Maybe some of you have a more androgynous look, okay? And then your otherworldly features. A very small, cute nose, a button nose was definitely coming through in this card that I was looking at here. I'm hearing also defined eyebrows, which is more of an Aries rising thing. And what else? Luminous and clear complexion. The moon was coming through, and then you see how the moon glows at nighttime. Glowy complexion. Boom. Okay, so what I was saying definitely is coming through here. Let's finish this out. Here we have Leo coming through, and that was definitely coming through as well, Leo. So you stole the show. Your looks definitely steal the show. And then we have Capricorn, which is that more serious, stern nature to you. And Capricorns rule the bones. It's funny how when I was looking up the runners build, they say that runners have very dense bones. So there's something here about your bone structure. You always sit up straight. Your posture's always right. You know what I mean? But it's definitely giving that. Let me look up. Also for Leo coming through, your hair is coming through. Okay, Leos are known for their big, luscious, vibrant hair. And Leo also rules over the bones. So you have Capricorn and Leo coming through. They both rule over the bones. So your bone structure could be a thing as well, which is also a big deal when it comes to modeling, okay? So 11/11 is Aquarius. Mercury is Gemini and Virgo. And also Virgos are very well known for like their soft, womanly, feminine features, okay? Leo, and then we have Capricorn. Let's look up that since the computer's right here. Virgos, yes, a refined, elegant appearance with clear skin once again, sharp features and an oval shaped face. So some of you could look like a have oval shaped face, okay? But also they're very feminine, very sophisticated, okay? And look, they said shy, languid eyes is kind of the vibe that I was getting with the Billie Eilish, where she always looks a little like either I don't want to say high, but kind of high, you know, but they're always like squinted in a way. And then this is I was talking about the Ten of Pentacles. When it comes to Leo, they're known for being extravagant and out there, and you know, people can't not see them or look at them. You could also look really good in yellow. It's something that's coming through for you guys. But it's definitely giving something here like your lips are coming through for sure, your eyebrows are coming through, your eyes in general, okay, your face shape is definitely a thing coming through. But I feel like we've gone through enough here, okay? Let's look up. Capricorns are known for being like more stern and serious looking. Like I'm acting like I need this to tell me that. But yeah, Capricorns are also sophisticated and elegant. So you're either elegant, you're either out there, or you're all three. You're all of these things. Because of course, you guys are always changing, which is what I was saying with the wheel. So you go from looking like show stopping, you should be on a runway somewhere, very fashionable, fashion forward, looking very sophisticated, elegant, you know, sharp, defined, you know, those kinds of things. So you go from moving to one thing to the other. So I guess it depends on the guys who are seeing you. It will depend on how they kind of define your beauty, okay? But I love how Aquarius is coming through. Your skin, beautiful, wonderful, gorgeous, glowing skin is coming through. Gorgeous eyes, all of those are coming through. That's how men describe your beauty, okay? Otherworldly, sophisticated, refined, elegant, show-stopping. You shine from within, you know, glowy, stuff like that. Group 1, I was putting away your cards, and there was something about the always looking like you have somewhere to go, because Capricorn kept coming through. And then I was looking at the pack your bags, okay, and I was looking at the card that said purpose. So we have purpose, so you're always purposeful in what you do, but you always look like you have somewhere to go, like you have a purpose, like you're on your way somewhere, like you're late. It was what I was definitely getting with the hair and the bunny that I was talking about, the white rabbit. You always look like you're going somewhere. You're always fast. You're always look like you have nowhere to go. You're very chill and very slow. It could be both, or it could be this either or for you guys. But that was definitely coming through with the whole pack your bags. And there was another card. It was pack your bag. And then we have dancing. So you're always moving around. It's something guys would say about your beauty as well. You're always like here, there. You could be someone who's always bouncing off the walls. Okay. It was pack your bags and adventure risk. You always look like you have somewhere to go. You're always like, you know, people always see you with your suitcase because you are actually a model. You're always going on brand trips. You're going on a shoot somewhere. You know what I mean? That's the kind of energy you guys are giving, okay? Yeah, I'll leave it there. I just wanted to come in and put that little part in before I ended the reading, okay? But yeah. But I'm going to leave your reading right here before I keep going and get crazy. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me. Use my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. I have to think about it for a second. Welcome to your reading. If you guys chose thumbnail image 2, the option 2, number 2, however you got here, welcome. Today we're going to be getting into how would men describe your beauty, okay? This reading was inspired by, I'm trying to make sure to say it in every group so nobody's like, you stole that idea, or you know what I mean? If you can even steal an idea at this point, but anyway, I got this idea from Psychic Siren Tarot. I don't know, she came up with it herself or she got it from another reader. I don't know the specifics, but I watched the reading and I thought it was a really cute idea and I wanted to do it myself. So how would men describe your beauty? So if they were talking about you to someone else, to a friend, a family member, a buddy, whatever, like how they describe your beauty. You know, we're focusing on looks here, okay? So we're going to get into the reading and see what comes through for you guys. Thank you guys for being here. It's definitely hot in this room, so they could describe you as like hot, okay? Because I just sat down and now I'm like, you know, catching heat, you know? So maybe there's something here about you, your body or your physical appearance, putting them in heat and making them like very hot and bothered or heated or nervous or hot under the collar. All of those apply, honestly. Because it was hot in the office in general, but just in this one specific room, it's really hot. They could also be describing like an encounter they had with you, whether it was physical or not. Because when I was getting up to move to this room, like the cards from two of the decks were like flying off. And that's what I forgot to do. There was a card on top of here and it was flying off the deck, and it happened for both cards. So I was like, wait, that's weird. I should bring that up. So it's giving me the image of like clothes flying everywhere. So they could be describing like clothes be flying everywhere or were flying everywhere. You could be watching for a specific person, and when they're talking about your beauty, they're just like, we was tearing off each other's clothes. Okay, so that could be something coming through. But for my group twos, how would their person, how would men, just see, I keep saying your person, so you're watching for somebody specific, most of you anyway. How would they describe your beauty? I'm hearing stacked. I'm hearing well built. Some of you could be more muscular. You have a huskier build, because the Seven of Pentacles is like giving hard work and like building upon something, watching something grow. Okay, they could talk about how they had a hard on for you guys when they were with you, and that's the kind of beauty you have. See, like I was saying, hot under the collar, nervous, that kind of energy, but it's definitely giving like HORNY. I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube, but I'm gonna spell it out for y'all because we're grown here. Okay, you would definitely have them. That's the kind of beauty you guys have. People see you and it's like, yeah, they want to see what's underneath the clothes. Some of you could be like really busty, like you have a good bust or you have a good booty, and there's just something that drives the men crazy. I'm seeing the age-old image from the animation shows where the person's tongue rolls out of their mouth and on the floor, and the eyes like wide, jaw drop kind of vibe. So like jaw dropping beauty is how they're describing you to their friends. Okay, but Seven of Pentacles, just because the pentacles are all stacked up on each other, it's giving stacked. How you're like, oh my gosh, that girl is stacked. Now, if you're watching for men, I don't know what about you is stacked. You could be really big and buff. Okay, if you're a guy watching for a guy, even if you're a female, there's something here that's like built, so it's gonna look like a bodybuilder, but not that drastic. But if you are a bodybuilder, then that resonates for you, then take it. But it's definitely just giving you like good meat on your bones. It's giving grass fed. It's giving Megan the Stallion kind of vibes, where just like the booty's pow, the boobs are wow, and the rest of you is really toned. Or for some of you, you can have like a pooch and a tummy, and some guys really like that. The fupa, we call it, they love that. And you just have the big booty and the big. I'm also hearing Jill Scott, how she's really busty in that way as well. So it could either be a Megan Thee Stallion if you're not someone who's bigger and has more meat in your bones, or you could be like the Jill Scott kind of character. Okay. Then we have the Four of Swords. Interesting. Yeah, I'm hearing homegrown, home fed. Like, stop it. Like you came from the South. There's something like very slow and sensual about the way you walk is what I'm hearing. You're never in a rush. You speak low and sensual. You speak low and sweet. Your tone, your voice is pleasing to the ear. So that's definitely coming through for you guys, your voice. And swords represents communication. So your voice is definitely coming through very heavily. It's giving bedroom voice or late night radio host voice. Oh my gosh. This is very specific. So whoever you're watching for, or men in general, just have like fantasies about you, child. Fantasies. You're giving that late night radio voice. You're giving that bedroom voice. You're giving that low. You talk slow. Or it could be when you're flirting with someone, you talk really slow if you don't talk slow in any other case, That's definitely coming through for y'all. Here we have Page of Wands. It did kind of want to come out in reverse, but I don't see why I would want to take reversals for this kind of reading, But we have a Page of Wands, so like very fiery, very spicy. You can wear skirts and they like your legs, because that's definitely coming through very strongly here. Your side profile, and that is wow. It's funny because the last week or so, I've been seeing like on TikTok how people keep like, praising Megan Thee Stallion's side profile. Like she posts side profiles and more often because they are putting them like side by side, comparing them, and that's the kind of energy that's coming through. So your side profile is definitely giving wow, slim, and then in the back wow. You know what I mean? That kind of, what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. That's the kind of vibe that's coming through for you guys. Okay, it's like giving spicy. Like I keep hearing homegrown. You know what I mean? Well fed, well bred. Your mama fed you right. You never missed a meal kind of energy. But it's definitely giving skirt vibes. You like showing off your legs. You can have like very toned legs. For some of you, in this Seven of Pentacles card, we have this person or this character who has most of the top of their body out. So it's just kind of like if you are a man, you wear like shirts where this half is showing and the other half isn't. So someone's chest. If you know, we already talked about the bust. The bust, the chest, all the same thing in the same region, same area. It just depends if you have a chest, if you have boobs or not. You know, so if you don't have boobs, there's something that men love about your chest, okay? If you do have boobs, it's pretty straightforward. Men like boobs, okay? Like, I've never heard a guy that's like, no, I don't really care for that. You know what I mean? I understand there's guys who are very much into, like, boobs and then, or boobs or butt guys, but I feel like even if you are a butt guy, you appreciate a good pair, okay? Stop playing. You can have a preference, but you know what I mean? Now we have Two of Wands. Interesting. I'm hearing there's something oblivious about you. We have her side profile coming through once again. So people can only see you, or these men are only seeing your side profile when they see you. I don't know if it's you. It's giving like standing in line for something and they just see you standing there. You know, I'm hearing Look What God Gave Her by Thomas Rhett. Look what God gave her, how perfect he made her. She walks in the room. It's like she answered my prayers. The way that she moves, how could anybody blame her? I know she's got haters, but it ain't her fault. Look what God gave her, okay? That's the kind of vibe. You walked in the room, it's like she answered my prayers, you know? I love that song. But yeah, Look What God Gave Her is definitely coming through. So it's like people just like staring at your assets, okay? From all angles, but the side angle seems to be the most popular because even in this card right here, we have his side profile coming through. So you have like a very strong side profile that men love to look at because this reading is about what men say about your beauty, okay? Some of you are like I said, stacked and strong, okay? Sturdy, muscular. You have a good bone density. You have like, you know, you're not frail. And if you are, then this reading may not be for you. If you are, they just love the way your side profile looks. So sometimes when you're smaller, or slimmer, the rest of you stands out more. So if you're slim with like a big chest, of course that's definitely coming through very heavily because the rest of you is small and that's the one big part of you. So if you are someone who's definitely like skinnier or on the slimmer side, you could have a big butt anyway, or just by definition, your butt looks bigger compared to the rest of your proportions, you know, your boobs and butt kind of energy, okay? And then, like I said, your voice, your legs is also coming through. You have a Page of Pentacles. So you guys are giving pages. So I'm hearing nubile, you know, that term that men use to describe young women in their prime. You know, perky this and bouncy that. Or, I mean, butts are called perky too, I would say. Like everything on you is like perky, you know, stands out. You know what I mean? That's how I'm giving country. If you grew up on that cornbread, the collard greens kind of upbringing, you know what I mean? I'm hearing pork neck. Jesus Christ. Some of you are country as hell. Because what are you talking about? Pork neck. Get out of here. There can be something about your neck that's like thick or strong. And people love kissing up on it. Man, that's crazy. I mean, okay, so maybe there is, if you are a guy watching, I was about to say, that's crazy for a guy to look at a girl's neck and want to kiss it if it's like, because it's stocky, because it's usually the opposite. They want like a long, slim neck. I don't know what guys want. I don't know what every guy wants, but I know that's like a thing guys are attracted to, a slim neck, okay? But I know for me, a girl looking at men, that I love a good thick neck, okay? A well-defined neck, an Adam's apple, the veins, you know what I mean? When someone swallows, the gulp in their throat, and people are mad, like fantasies galore for you guys, dang, man. But I'm like, if you are a man watching for a man, then of course that thick neck could come through for y'all, you know what I mean? A nice, good, strong neck. Because a strong neck holds up a nice, strong head and a strong body. You know what I mean? The neck is the pillar for the rest of the body, okay? If you're a woman with a thick neck, don't be self-conscious because I have thick neck too. As you can see, you can barely see it in proportions to my body. Let me not get into it. But, you know, you can have like a thicker neck and they think of like, you know, kissing up on it, something like that. So, yeah. But it's just something that I've never considered attractive about myself. So I'm like, why would a man consider that attractive? But if they're talking about it, then it's coming through, okay? And look how her neck is kind of giving strong in this card right here. If you can even see it properly, her neck is definitely giving more thick, you know? And they're thinking about putting things in the throat. You see, men are so sick. I can't with them. They're thinking about what that throat do is what I mean. So there's something about your neck. Yeah, your throat, I should say, in particular. Okay. And I am being called to like a pose. So your side profile when you pose is significant. And also just how she's posed in this card right here is also significant. So how you post up, the way be posted up sometimes, the way you stand. I think, certain women like put their hand on their hip, if they're feeling like extra sassy or for whatever reason. And sometimes just to give the rest of your back a break. Especially if you have like a bigger chest, oh my gosh, like having to carry around all that, your back be tired. And when you just, lean on one side of your body, it alleviates like the tension, Like I relate, guys, I relate. So your chest is definitely something that's coming through as well. There's something here about you, your side profile laying down as well. Because in the Four of Swords, we have the skeleton in armor. So there's something here about maybe armor. Maybe you guys like wear a lot of clothing, or you have a specific uniform is what I'm hearing. Okay. Yeah, it's giving like the Hooters uniform. It's giving the waitress uniform, how they're trying to make the skirts as short as possible. So men can be looking at you if you work like a job as a server or waitress, is it a camarera in Spanish? I'm learning Spanish, guys. Like I learned it in school, but I'm like brushing up on it, So a camarero is a waiter. A camarera is a waitress. Okay, so if you're a camarera, okay, I'm not saying it right. Okay, I'm not rolling my R's, but it's fine. But yeah, Four of Swords is your form when it's laying down. So there's something here about the way you lay down. So this is definitely giving this person personally, for them to be thinking about and looking at and pinpointing these specific things about you, okay? The way you speak, the way you flirt, the way you dress, your side profile when you stand a certain kind of way, the way you lay down, okay? And since we have that coming out in the Seven of Pentacles, it's definitely giving you when you're working, men can like glare at you, not glare at you, maybe they could glare at you, or they glance at you, and you're like waiting on them to do their order, and you have a specific stance, like your hands on your hip, and you're like placed. You know how you put your hip into your knee. If you're a woman, you know what I'm talking about, okay? I feel like I'm over explaining it, but you know what I mean. Like when you put your hand on your hip and like rest in that hip, that's what I mean. You have a specific stance, and it could be when you're working or just in general, because a lot of side profiles is coming through. And when you do like rest in your hip, it accentuates certain things in your body, okay? So that's how they would describe your beauty. Definitely. We have a Nine of Pentacles, okay? For some of you do dress like in things that cover your whole body, and they are referencing that as well, that they can still see, okay? It's giving that song from Cardi B, like you can tell from the front I got E behind me, So she's like, you can tell from the front, from the hips, from the whatever, that I got a big fat booty. And men are like, no matter what you wear, I can still see your figure through it, and I love it. You know what I mean? So they may tell somebody, she be trying to hide that figure, she be trying to hide that booty and those boobs, but she can't, because it shows even through her clothes. It's giving how we knew. What's her name? Billie Eilish was chesty before she started dressing more, feminine. We knew she was, because we could see it through the clothes. The clothes are not hiding it that well, especially if you're someone who's like an even bigger chest and you're very busty. If you have a big butt or something, you can't hide through the clothes. It could still be seen, especially in the side profile. So that could be why the side profile is coming through so, heavily, okay? But Lord, that's coming out to clarify the Seven of Pentacles. So there's definitely something here about work or leisure, because that's what Nine of Pentacles is, having fun. I'm at home, lounging at home. It's definitely a Nine of Pentacles vibe, because I'm seeing the specific Nine of Pentacles in the Everyday Witch Tarot, where she's sitting in her backyard on a lounge chair, wine next to her, a little charcuterie board, and she's reading. So when you're just at ease, is definitely what I'm hearing. At ease, soldier. So some of you could be soldiers here. But when you're at ease, is definitely when you look the most sexy to them. That's how they describe your beauty, like a relaxing, effortless. I'm hearing effervescent as well. An effortless beauty, where you're just laying there, sitting there, standing there, and you just look gorgeous, okay? And look, once again, side profile. That's coming through very, like, strongly. And it could be something that's in all the deck, but it's coming through very strongly for your... I'm realizing it or paying attention to it closely in this reading, okay? Also, she wears like long sleeves. You can see on her dress. So you could be someone who wears gloves. I know there are certain people who have to wear gloves because they don't like touching things. They don't like the sensation of things. They have to wear gloves to kind of not touch things. That could be something you do as well. You could like to wear a lot of hats too, or headphones could be a part of your look. Yeah. I'm thinking of a specific person, but I don't want to call her out. But yeah, like the headphones you wear to kind of like when you are overstimulated. Some of you could have those tendencies where you can't touch certain things, or you don't like to eat certain things, or you like can't hear certain sounds and stuff like that. You know, is it misophonia? I don't know. I think that's what it could be called when you like you are put off by certain sounds. You know what I mean? I could be completely wrong. Who knows? And I don't have my phone to check right now. So misophonia could be a thing. You're sensitive to sound. So the way you incorporate your headphones or your gloves or your glasses, if you're sensitive to light, you know, the way you incorporate that into your everyday wear, it's still effortless beauty is definitely still coming through. Okay. What else is coming through for my group? Oh, we have a card over here. We have the Four of Cups. Look, and it's coming out to clarify the Four of Swords. Stop playing. I love it. I love the synchronicities. Okay, so we have Four of Swords clarified by the Four of Cups. So there is something like a little bit maybe standoffish about you. Maybe you have like an attitude. And that's something I love about your beauty, your sass that you bring with the beauty. Because the fact that Megan Thee Stallion came through, that Cardi B came through, there's something sassy about you. About your beauty. This is where you stand with your hand on your hip, which is a sassy pose, okay? Because it says, oh, I have an attitude, why am I standing here for so long kind of energy. Because if you're standing for a short period of time, you won't really realize you're standing that way, and you wouldn't need to put some weight into your hip to make it, you know, less tense on the rest of your body. So it's like you're waiting on someone like, ugh, why am I still here? You know what I mean? So you can have some sass to your personality that, you know, attributes to your looks as well. But Four of Cups is definitely giving attitude, standoffish, stay away from me, don't talk to me, you know what I mean? Selective with your energy, who you give it to kind of energy, you know? And your cards are just flying on out, so they just talking about y'all. We have Ace of Wands. Yeah, look, this is usually just a wand, and that represents, in the 18 plus reading, it represents a hard on, which is what I mentioned already in this reading, okay? And the way this person has their hand wrapped around it, I'm just getting a whole bunch of 18 plus messages with your reading, so they're definitely talking shop. That's what they call it with their friends, their buddies, you know? How rude. Very ghetto, if you ask me. But yeah, look at how we have this little ghosty thing in the side with their eyes wide looking at the hand. This is very interesting. They talk about their fantasies a lot. When men are talking about your beauty, they're just talking about what they wish they could do to you. And you know what I mean? Or what was happening to you. Men are so, like, why can't you have an interaction with a woman and not talk about it with your friends? Because it's giving he's doing something to himself and you're in the corner watching him. Or he would like that to be the case, you know? Try to get her. And it's coming out to clarify the Ace of Wands. So more synchronicities coming through. So wands. And look at how in the Page of Wands, she has her hand wrapped around the wand. In the Ace of Wands, the person has their hand wrapped around the wand. And this hand coming out of the cloud is kind of giving me a fantasy of what they're imagining this hand that could belong to you doing to them when they're fantasizing about you. This Page of Wands is you having your hand wrapped around them, and they have fantasies about that. Oh, Lord. Raunchy men. You could always count on a man to be raunchy, ain't you? Can't you? And yeah, the hand just, people could be watching you guys. Oh my gosh. This is turning, this is going sideways real quickly, guys. Like, what do you mean? We have a skeleton on the sideline watching as well in the corner here. Then we have the bird, ghosty watching. So people watching you, and then we have 3 skulls, 1, 2, 3. So people watching you guys could be a thing. This person could get off on people watching you. And that's what they're saying when they're talking about your beauty. Oh my gosh. Or maybe you have like different facets to your beauty, and sometimes they see you in one way, sometimes they see you in one way. So sometimes you could be more quiet, you know, and more sensual. Sometimes you can be more sassy, and then sometimes you can just be your regular self, you know? And they love the different facets of your personality. They want all of them to be present, you know? So your attitude is definitely coming through for your looks. You have a 6 of Swords. This is definitely playing it's the easygoing nature about you. So your beauty is very easygoing. Maybe you don't try too hard. And I'm hearing that song by 𝐓𝐈𝐿𝐴. You don't have to try so hard. You don't have to give it all away. You just have to get up, get up, get up, get up. You don't have to change a single thing. You don't have to try. 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 So they're like, you don't have to try to be beautiful. You just honestly are. So that's definitely what it's giving with the whole Four of Swords. You could just lay there looking pretty, stand there looking pretty. Look what God gave her, how perfect he made her kind of energy. You know what I mean? The Four of Cups, not really that interested in anything going on around you. So like kind of dissociating. And even when you dissociate, you're beautiful. Okay, interesting. Even when you're just at working, you're beautiful. Okay? So like laid, chill, easygoing kind of beauty. Not saying you don't try, you don't wear makeup, and you don't dress up, but it's giving, even if you don't, you would still be banging. Okay? That natural beauty. Now we have a Five of Swords, and this is definitely pertaining to all this chat and talk they be talking about you. And I just caught 22 on the timer. So yeah, something here about that in relationships. I'm screaming. Oh my gosh. I just moved the chair and the monitor that I'm sitting in front of turned on. This is not my computer. I'm in someone else's office right now doing this. It's quiet here, but my boss's office, so don't tell him. Shh. But for his email just popped up, and his, you know how everyone has like a username for their email? His username is big, then his name. So it's like big Troy. Or something like that. And that definitely ties into the people that are talking about you. The men are just raunchy. They're randy. So their name could actually be Randy. But Rand is another word for HORNY. So yeah. Just always, that's always on your mind. The more 18 plus thoughts, I should say, you know. But his name is big blank at .com, his email username. And that's just like so funny and so fitting for this reading. So I'm pretty sure the monitor lit up for a reason. But big could be something that's coming with you. You have a big something on your body. It's either big lips, big eyes, but it's definitely giving big chest, big booty, you know, big thighs. And like I said, there are certain men who love that, especially Southern men, because that's all they see is thick women. Okay, so you're thick. Yes. Gorgeous. Okay. But this Five of Swords is definitely talking about all that talk, that chatter around you, and not being able to stop thinking about you. Because Five of Swords, like, you know, something taking up your mind. So your beauty is like not thought provoking. It could be thought provoking, but it's like, it's addictive, obsessive, or it inspires fantasies, and that's this Five of Swords. I can't stop thinking about what you look like this, or look like in this position, or like that, or doing this to me, or doing that to me, or, you know, watching me do this, you know? Randy or fool. And why is it coming out to clarify the freaking Five of Pentacles in reverse? What is going on today? We have a four clarifying a four, a wands clarifying a wands. Now we have a Five of Pentacles clarifying a Five of Swords. Oh my goodness. Okay, so maybe there's something here about you making them not feel so alone, because we have a Five of Pentacles, which I didn't even remember came out, honestly. So it could not be that important, but I'm back talking about it again. Five of Pentacles is feeling lonely, feeling lost, gone with the wind kind of energy. Just wandering, a wandering soul. You don't really have anything tethering you to earth. And then they meet you, and you're the one. Oh my gosh, why is it coming through? Bro, I wish Twilight would leave me alone, but I'm glad that it does, because I love those movies so much. Those are my movies, okay? People say, that's my spirit animal. Those are my spirit movies, child, okay? So they come through a lot, and I'm sorry, but that's the best way I can explain it to you. Now, it's giving me when Jacob was explaining to Bella how imprinting works. He's like, it's like you see her, and it's no longer gravity holding you to earth. It's her. You know, it's that person, their presence. It's giving this person to feel lost and alone. And then they see you, and you're the person that's holding them to the ground in reality at that moment, which is why they can't stop thinking about you, because they were so grounded and so present when you were there. And then when you were gone, it's like, oh, now I can only think about her. You know what I mean? So you take up their thoughts, men's thoughts, or one person in particular. Take whatever resonates for you. But you definitely you take up their thoughts. You consume their waking thoughts. Even their sleeping thoughts. This is definitely giving me waking thoughts, okay? They can have wet dreams about you, but it's giving they're telling people, oh, I can't stop thinking about this girl, and she was just so beautiful, and I wish I would have shot my shot if I could. But maybe there was something about the way you were standing, your attitude, your demeanor that was like, nah, leave me alone. You know what I mean? But the last card we have coming out for you guys is the King of Cups, okay? And you have a really good poker face. So there is something here about RBF. You guys have RBF, good RBF. Because the King of Cups is definitely a master at that. Not showing his cards, his emotions, not letting people know how he feels, letting on to how he really feels. So there's something stoic or unreadable about you. And men are like, oh my gosh, like, if you could just see her, I wish I would have known how she felt and what she was thinking and how she feels about me. You know what I mean? But she has such a good poker face. And this is clarifying the Page of Pentacles, which I don't think I went over. But yeah, there's something youthful. I did think, I remember when that came out. I'm like, okay, we're getting a lot of pages. So there's something like very young, nubile, youthful about your body and how they view it and your face. So you can be like really innocent looking, really young looking. But yeah. It's definitely giving nubile, child. Definitely. And I believe like nubile is like early 20s, young teens to like early 20s is the phase. That's when your body's like at its perkiest, you know what I mean? At its youngest, at its most youthful, you know, and men are just lusting after that kind of body. So no matter what age you are, you could still have the body of a late teen, early 20-year-old, okay? Where everything is not hanging yet, gravity has not brought anything down, everything is still perky. And it's giving me, I used to have a friend where her boobs were like, they were big, but they wouldn't be weighed down by gravity the way other people's boobs were. They would just, not that I saw them, maybe I did it one time. You can be on a few vacations together, and, you know, once you're with your girlfriend, you're not really, you know, covering up yourself, because we're all girls here, you know what I mean? So she was getting dressed, and she's like, man, I'm like, girl, how do you sit like that? And she's the same age as me, and I'm like 28, and I'm like, how do you sit like that? And she's like, she was just blessed by the lottery, the body lottery gods, and she had a nice booty too. And her side profiles, what she would always put in pictures, yes. And it's funny how she was a Libra, she is a Libra. And her side profile was like giving the booty, the no tummy, and then the boobs, and they were just, yeah. It's giving Kim Kardashian, that one paper magazine that broke the internet, where she like had a cup resting on her booty. That's how good it sat, and then her boobs were like, it's giving that. So you guys are definitely giving thick, voluptuous, all of those. And this card was turned over. We have the devil. Yeah, you see how it was hidden and it didn't want to fall out or turn over. I usually don't look at the deck when I'm shuffling. I look off into space in case any messages come through. But I was looking at the deck and was able to see this card turn over. The devil makes a lot of sense. And look at how we have a big old head on top of a body. You can have a big old head too. You can have a big head. And it's funny how I was talking about necks and your head could hold. I'm just not going to talk about it, but yeah. And look at how he's like sitting down. His body's like really like thick. Like he's like a lot of body mass. Okay. And then we have these two people who's like kind of naked in the card. So they do think about your naked body. And could be someone who's seen it. So they'd be fantasizing about what you look like, okay? But men would definitely describe you as busty, beautiful, out of this world, gorgeous, I'm hearing time stops, gorgeous, Maybe some people call it group one, because I believe that song came through in group one, or it could have just come through another reading. But it's Kissing You by Miranda Cosgrove. It's like time stops, and everything around me is frozen, and nothing matters but these few moments when you open my mind, the things I've never seen. Because when I'm kissing you, my senses come alive, almost like a puzzle piece I've been trying to find. It falls right into place. You're all that it takes. My doubts fade away when I'm kissing you. So like I said, this person gets lost in you, or they feel so found with you, They get lost in your body and in your touch. Cool. But when they're with you, they feel also so grounded in the moment at the same time. It's like very heady feeling for them, So it's your energy, what you do, how you look, the way you carry yourself. That's like very hypnotizing to these men out here with the devil card coming through. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. And it's funny how I wanted to call the King of Cups the Queen. I started off, but I corrected myself. So I'll take her. And she's being clarified by the Devil card. So there's something here about your innocence that could be intoxicating as well. And it's not surprising because you were coming through as nubile, really young, youthful, perky. kind of vibe. So it could be that energy in you, the youth in you, or the youthful body that you have, or the busty body that you have, or the womanly body that you have, or the thick muscular body that you have, depending on who's watching, that they fantasize about, you know? But a Queen of Cups that giving like a more innocent approach. You know, she's shy, she's meek, she gives you shy glances kind of energy, you know what I mean? She's inexperienced is the perfect word. Inexperienced and new. I want to say new or riche. With the Nine of Pentacles coming through, maybe some of you are new or riche, okay? But it's giving like you, like I said, inexperienced, shy, you know what I mean? Someone that's really experienced much of life. And there's something in men that wants to corrupt the innocent, the untouched. So there can be something untouched about you, and they can feel that. And there's something that just drives them crazy about that, okay? So let me hurry up with these cards, because I'm getting lost in this reading. These men be getting lost in you, Lord. They're wondering what you would look like laying down. Like, it's like I'm hearing comatose, maybe, like sleeping, unconscious, next to them in bed. You know, a not unmoving form is what I'm getting. I'm trying to find the name for it, but comatose came through. We have mend a relationship. This could be someone who you broke up with, you're not with anymore. They may want to mend a relationship with you. That could be another signifier. But there's something here about you having a healing energy with the King and Queen of Cups coming through. So they find your beauty healing, you know, in that way that it grounds them and makes them maybe want to be a better person or be deserving of your innocence, of your youth, okay? This person, I don't know how I feel about this. And it's funny because we have the 50-50 card coming out. Like, this person could feel bad for feeling that way, you know? Maybe you're jailbait is the perfect word for what I'm definitely talking about for some of you. Or you could look like you're a jailbait. Not, you know, you could be grown but look young. And they're like, I don't know how I feel about this. The thoughts that are coming through my mind when I think of this person is crazy, you know? But that's what's coming through. 50-50, and this is definitely giving perfectly proportioned. And it's funny how I was mentioning that friend was a Libra, so there's something here perfectly proportioned about your boobs to booty ratio, very proportioned about your face, you know, something is coming through about that. The way you dress, perfectly proportioned. Here we have mere seconds to spare. Yeah, that's them when they have that hard on, when they were getting randy. They have mere seconds to spare before they burst. Or maybe if this is someone who's been with you, they finish really quickly. And child, I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but take it what resonates for y'all. Okay? Because some guy said not to take that as a compliment. And I'm like, on social media, of course, where you take things people say with a grain of salt. But I'm like, you know, some people be bragging like, oh, he finished, I'm good, that must be good. And the guy is like, that's not a good thing. We have Twist of Fate, interesting. So this is definitely giving, like I said, imprinting, where you're not expecting to meet someone, but then when you do, your world is forever changed. It's the kind of vibe coming through. Twist of Fate is also the name of like a romance book, I believe. I don't remember the name of the author, but it's definitely a romance book. If I can remember, look it up after the reading. I'll put it in the link. If I don't, and you want to know the name of the book, comment, and I'll go look for it and find it for you if it's that serious. Because I know I have some book talk girlies coming through, you know what I mean, in the readings. Twist of Fate, yeah. Unexpected beauty, you know, where it catches you off guard kind of vibe. That's the kind of beauty you have. They weren't expecting it, and the rush or the intensity of the feelings that came through, or hormones that came through, testosterone that came through when they saw you, is like jarring, you know? Unexpected. Okay? So let's get another card from this deck, probably the last one. And here we have 𝐓𝐶, whatever will be, will be. And this is more so tying into the unexpectedness of it, where it's not gravity holding you to the earth anymore, it's her. How sweet and romantic. So you guys can get romantic people or just guys who fantasize about y'all very deeply, okay? I'm trying to get through this reading and get the dice at the end. Okay, but 𝐓𝐶, whatever will be, the future's not ours to see 𝐓𝐶. So if this is someone you're with and you know who this person is, it's coming through. Some signs we have to maybe confirm some of that for you. King of Cups, Scorpio, which would make sense with the intensity of these emotions they have for you, is crazy. Queen of Cups is Cancer. The Devil is Capricorn. Any other major arcana that came out? Nope. So we'll leave it at that. The major signs coming through, they have a lot of earth energy, You also have a lot of swords. You have all the cards coming through here. So we'll do it based off of the major arcana, which is Capricorn, Scorpio, and Cancer. So yeah, this person's definitely like, can't stop thinking about you. And if this is someone you've been in a relationship with or something like that, but like whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. There's a very heavy energy, I'm telling you guys, a very specific energy of someone you've been with before who is thinking about you heavily, and whether they are describing your beauty to someone in particular or just them or just thinking about you a lot, there's something very specific about what I'm feeling, and it's a very specific person coming through, okay? I don't know how to describe it, but I just know, you know? But like I said, que sera, sera. So this could be someone you're in separation with or someone who you're not seeing very often, but they're like, whatever will be, okay? They're leaving it up to fate, if you will. But they know that you're a soulmate of theirs, so they feel that way anyway, and they're just like, okay, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But it's why they're thinking about you, holding their stuff to you, doing things to you, wishing you were there, imagining you, as well as maybe other people in the room watching as well. It's giving a lot of stuff, okay? But we'll stick to the topic of the reading, which is how they describe your beauty, okay? It's very addictive, very raunchy, very seductive, very... seductive is not even a strong enough word. Tantalizing, enchanting, hypnotizing, where it's like I can't help but think of them. It's like haunting is the perfect word for it. Here we have peaceful warrior, and that's this Queen of Cups coming through. So there's definitely something here about you just being like minding your business. You don't really worry about them. You don't probably know how beautiful you are. It's the kind of vibe that's coming through. You don't know how you enchant them or capture them or keep them captured, hold them, entrance them. Kind of energy. You don't know because you're just a peaceful warrior with the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, minding your business. You're kind of hard to read, and it's just like they'll never know how you feel about them with this one person coming through. But your beauty stuff, they're giving peaceful, serene, maybe a little angelic with all the youthful energy coming through. Jovial, you know what I mean? I'm hearing jovenes. Some of you could actually be Spanish, y'all, because the words are coming through. Joven is young, youthful, okay? But yeah. A peaceful word. Then you have milk thistle. And look what these drops are giving. We're not, if you're grown, you know. Okay? If you're grown, you know. So it's definitely something here about them. And it's something I'm talking about milk. What color is milk? And when you're doing something to someone, you're milking them. Okay, when you're in the throes of passion. I'm not giving a freaking biology lesson. The woman's channel down below is specifically made to contract and seem like it's milking the male member, okay? And that's what milk thistle is giving me, okay? I've never gotten that card before, honestly, so I'm surprised that I'm not more excited about getting a new card, but I'm just so caught up in this energy. But it's like you milk them. That's what I meant by that, giving you a little bit of a lesson, like, you know, your body's like taking things out of them, sucking things out of them. So throat goat is what I'm hearing as well. And throat did come through. Okay. So this is definitely someone specific because they've had to have had some kind of interaction with you to know. Okay. Now. Lord, y'all got me. What? How would men describe their beauty, please, sir? It seems like how they'll describe your something else. Amanita conduit. You're a conduit. A conduit for electricity is something that sparks it. So you're the spark to their flame. Okay? You lit a flame in them the first time they saw you, and your beauty sparked a fire in their soul, lighted their flame, you know? So twin flames could be important as well coming through for some of you. If you are watching for a specific person, but if you're not, just take that generally. You spark a flame, you know what I mean? It's like giving electric. This conduit gives me when it comes to your beauty. How would I describe your beauty? Electric. World-changing, life-changing. Lion's mane leadership. Interesting. There's something maybe Leonin about you. I don't know the plural of Leo, but Leo about you. Leadership is Leo vibes. You know, everyone gets along, wants to follow you to the ends of the earth kind of vibe. So that's that entrancing. You put them in a trance, and that's literally what Jacob is saying. You would do anything and be anything for that person. You would follow them to the ends of the earth. Even if it just means being their friend, being their provider, their protector, you will do whatever needs to be done to be there for that person. even if it's just, like I said, just a friend capacity. So you could have friend zoned people, you friend zone men a lot. You know what I mean? They're like, I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here. Okay? And there's something more coming through about that the lion is kind of like a ghost. It's like an energy. You have like a very, in control of yourself energy. Boss bee energy. Boss man energy. The last card we have is dream. And it was all a dream. It was like talking about fantasies. Definitely they dream about you. We have Neptune and Saturn. So very serious dreams. And I love how we have like a person in the side, like a male coming through in the side there. That's just in the clouds, But at nighttime, they think about you, child. They having wet dreams. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay, with this milk and this, them fantasies run deep, child. They wake up and they wet the bed and they're like, did I do that? Yeah, you did. So yeah, orgasmic beauty you could have. Or like a very intense beauty. But it's definitely with the Scorpio coming through. It makes sense why the energies are so intense. Because this could be your beauties like that. It's like, attention to grab me. It doesn't release them. Okay? I'm hearing release me from my shackles. This person could be begging to be released from your shackles. But I don't even think you know the hold you have on this person. So it's kind of like a them thing. If they want you out of their energy, that's a them thing to do. Okay? Now we have 4th house energy, Cancer energy coming through again. Don't play with me. Now we have 5th house when it fell. 5th house, we're taking 4th house. Okay, 4th and 5th house is coming through. So playful energy, youthful. We have Leo coming through once again, romantic. You know what I mean? So you have like your body type. Kibby body type will be romantic, which is like soft, curvy. Really like as soon as you see them, you look at and you think of. Yeah, that's the woman I want beside me. Romantic. That is Marilyn Monroe's body type as well. She was a romantic. So, how she was curvy, keeps coming through. 4th house, safety, feeling tethered, safe with someone, settled, secure is the vibe that are coming through. 4th house is also family, is also the house of the mother, okay? Your upbringing, how you grew up. So there can be something you guys have in common when it comes to that. Let me turn on the light because you probably can't see, or maybe not. Like, can you see the 4 when I'm putting it up to you? You can see a little. Let me turn the light and see if it makes a difference. Okay. We have Neptune coming through again. So dreamy, kind of alternate reality. You're in their psyche and they can't get rid of you. They can't divest themselves from you. And this is the beauty that I'm talking about, where you see the person once or fall in love with them once and you think about them for the rest of your life. So it's giving the one that got away is how they would also kind of describe your beauty if you're not with this person right now, or the man that's coming through specifically for some of you. The one that got away. But Poseidon, dreams, water, wet dreams, all that. You see how it's all tying together? You see? I'm not lying to you guys. I'm not bugging. What I'm picking up is most definitely coming through the dice as well. Here we have Venus, very Venusian, that romantic air coming through again. I can never. This dark screen gotta go. This privacy screen just be my worst enemy. Venusian, very romantic. You know what I mean? Aphrodite, like your body's like that. All the men lust after, lustful is your beauty, how they would describe it. Your body's something that could be lusted after, that could be put in a museum and all the men would come in, kind of energy. Is giving like, not siren, and it's not giving femme fatale, but there's just something about your energy. I don't think you're actually out here hypnotizing men. You could be, so some of you could be. I'm not getting you're actually dressing for the male gaze and wanting them to be, trying to be purposely seductive. You're not giving that. It's just giving effortless seduction. When you look at someone, they're caught up. You come through dressing in a certain kind of way, they're caught up. They can see the curves of you through the clothes you wear, so you can't really hide it. That's how feminine, very feminine body you guys have, okay? All the things that are seen as feminine, the boobs, the butt, the tummy, the curves, the eyes, the eyelashes, the hair, the scent, the energy of being like very soft but also hard to read, and like mysterious a little bit is the kind of energy that you guys are giving off, okay? Now here we have Saturn. That is that Saturn energy coming through. I mean, we have Capricorn, and that is that Saturn energy coming through once again. The Saturn is the ram fish. The ram, something I learned the other day and I forget. But it's the ram /fish, okay? And that's what's coming through for you guys as well. Someone who's also, like I said, very stoic, very serious. So there's something here, you have all the aspects of a woman, you know, the more serious side, the more playful side is coming through, all coming together, okay? I'm hearing it's all connected. This person or these men who are talking about you are talking about your more feminine, soft, girly side, but also your more serious, womanly side as well, okay? Here we have Libra. Did I not mention Libra earlier? That friend that I was talking about was Libra. Very, very proportionate features, you know, the scale. You're this, but you're also that. And you keep them perfectly balanced. Your masculine and feminine side are perfectly balanced. And that's seductive in and of itself, okay? But Libra's coming through. That's also another Venus ruled sign. So Venus is coming through once again for you guys. But Libra is mostly about aesthetic. It's also about being emotionally accommodating to everyone. You want to people please people. So that could be something about you as well. Queen of Cups vibes for real. That child. I didn't mean to say child, especially since we're talking about 18 plus things, but that innocence, I should say, that some women have where they don't know that men want them, the obliviousness of it. That's how people describe your beauty. You don't know how pretty you actually are, which I believe I actually said already, but it's coming through once again. But it's that innocence you have, you know, the playfulness you have, and then you're also more stern. I'm hearing austere, serious, you know what I mean? And look, we have, in Lion's Mane, we have the scales. It's like you're a little bit of this, but you're also a little bit of that as well. And that perfect balance you keep between the two parts of yourself. But yeah, Libras are more people-pleasing. They're also about the aesthetic of it all. So you could dress really well, dress really pretty. No matter if you're all covered up or not, you look good, okay? And look, we have 12th house coming through again. The realm of dreams, the psyche, all that, it keeps coming through. Wow. Yeah, that's very big here. You're in their head. You're stamped on their psyche. They can't think about you. I'm hearing you're like a religion to them at this point. Wow, very, very intense vibes here. And I'm not surprised because we have the King of Cups here. And if you don't know this person feels this way, Scorpio, anything in the chart are very good at hiding their feelings. So the depth of this person's emotions, because I keep it in a specific person, you don't know the depth of what they feel. They keep it very close to their chest, but it's there. Scorpio sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, the way they express love is very secretive, very pining, I love this person so much, but I'll never tell them because I don't want them to have that power over me kind of energy, you know what I mean? Which is why you're kind of playing, or they're like, you're playing games with their mind now, but it's not you, it's the thoughts they have of you. It's like, oh, like a freaking mixture of something. It's like a lot of different things are coming through. But 12th house is definitely that, the things that we keep secret, okay? Things that we keep hidden in the depths of us. So far, we have Neptune, we have 12th house coming through. Very much the same, you know? But I'm going to leave your reading right here because we can't keep going on and on and on about all this. I could go forever. I mean, we're already 48 minutes in. What more can I say that you guys haven't probably gotten through? And look at how we have the water coming through again in this card. If you can see it, the water is spilling over into more water. So the emotions are never stopping. You're always filling up their reservoir. You're always filling up their cup for a specific person. Men, that could be what you do for them as well. You know what I mean? You fill up their spank bank. Because what I'm hearing, when they're around you, they get more material for their spank bank to use after, you know? So just that, very seductive. Oh, Lord, child. Anyway, I'm going to leave the reading right here. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you'd ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 3s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image 3, option 3, number 3, however you got here, welcome. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for choosing me to be your reader. All that good stuff, all that gushy mushy stuff. Today's reading is going to be about how would men, to women, how would men describe your beauty? I mean, if that's something you would want to see, how women describe your beauty, then go at it in the comments. Let me know. But today's reading is about how men would describe your beauty. So this reading was inspired by a topic that Psychic Siren Tarot did, which I think is the exact same thing. How would men describe your beauty if they were talking about you to their friends or whoever? They would, you know, or just to themselves, anybody, to the air, you know, how they describe it, okay? So I was like having a hard time like catching my breath for your reading. So there could be something here about you take their breath away. And, you know, of course, the song that comes through with that lyric is take my breath away. So you could take their breath away. That's how breathtaking beauty is, what you guys have for my group 3s, okay? or you make them want to catch their breath. Can you keep up, baby boy, make me lose my breath? Okay, so all the songs are coming through for you guys. Okay, Lose My Breath, Destiny's Child, boom. So you have that breathtaking, take my breath away kind of beauty. Maybe you have like windswept hair. It's kind of vibe that I'm getting, someone's hair blowing in the wind in those slow motions. I've never actually seen the video to that song, if there even is a video, which I'm pretty sure there is, because back in the days, music videos are also a very big thing, okay, a very cultural thing. So take my breath away, and someone running in slow motion on the beach. So maybe you have like a beach bae body, you know what I mean? It's giving Pamela Anderson on Baywatch, where she was like running and then her chest was bumping up and down kind of energy. That's the vibe you guys are coming through. So you guys feel like very boho, beach babe, natural, but you having such a I almost said slimplistic. Is that even a word? We're making up words today. But you having such a simplistic beauty, like takes your breath with like a little gasp, like, oh, she's that pretty, you know what I mean? I'm hearing you slay me with your beauty. These men are, they're trying to get in your pantaloons, okay? Don't pay them any mind. Not saying you don't have a breathtaking beauty, but men will say just about anything to get into a girl's knickers. Okay? Some of you could also be funny. Of course, them looking at you is not going to make you want to laugh. But the thing about your beauty is you also make them laugh, okay? So you're very much down to earth. I'm also hearing girl next door, very much a beach babe, very like unexpected kind of beauty, you know? And it could be the more they get to know you, the more they're just like, oh my gosh, like she's it, you know what I mean? So for group 2, a very specific person was coming through. We'll see what comes through for you guys, but I'm not really getting that energy for this group. This group is definitely more so you make guys laugh, you're very easy breezy, you're refreshing is what I'm hearing, kind of beauty, where it's like, okay, this person doesn't have on 15 pounds of makeup. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but men seem to have a negative connotation with makeup, thinking that women are doing it to enhance or hide something. And as someone who's newly into makeup and doing on my makeup journey, they can screw off because I'm gorgeous on my own, child. I don't need the makeup, but I want it because it's fun to play with. My Leo 5th house just lights up when it comes to what do I want to do. Like I've been going crazy buying a bunch of makeup, so makeup could be important for you guys as well. Or maybe you guys like the no makeup look, where guys are like, oh, she's so beautiful without makeup, and lo and behold, reality check, you actually are wearing makeup, but it's just not as visually like in your face and cakey as some other, makeup is, okay? Or dramatic, or as, extreme as some other makeup is, okay? So yes, that could be something coming through as well. But I've been laughing your reading, and I wasn't really laughing much. People say that I'm funny. I don't really think that I am, but I do know how to make myself laugh. You know what I mean? And I've been like laughing or giggling or wanting to laugh. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that in a way of like people look at you and want to laugh, or men look at you and want to laugh. They could. Because you have like I'm hearing a ish eating grin on your face sometimes. So your grin, like you have like a very easy charm. Is what I'm getting. Like, I don't want to say you're one of the guys, because you're definitely not, because men are not looking at you as one of the guys, but you just are easy to get along with, easy to talk to. You know what I mean? There's just something like there's an ease to being around you, which is why it's like guys aren't used to being really comfortable around girls, not having to show off for them or not having to show or put on for them kind of energy. You are that person that they can just be their natural selves with. You guys are telling jokes back and forth. You get like an ish-eating grin. They get an ish-eating grin on their face. You guys are just having a good time. And before you know it, they've just fallen in love with who you are as a person, that your beauty just like, in that moment where you realize you're in love with someone is the kind of vibe you guys are giving. So it's like easy with you, easy to fall in love with you, and it's just like before they know it, it's just like, wow, like that gasp would definitely mean like, oh my gosh, I'm in love with this girl. How did that even happen, So all that just to get into the cards now. What do men say about your beauty? What do they say? How do they describe it? All that. We have the first card on the board is the 5 of Cups. So maybe you guys have like a really sad kind of beauty. Melancholic, loner, you try to blend in and hide kind of vibes, what I'm getting as well. And I love how we have this card, and usually the 5 of Cups is someone facing and crying over 3 spilled cups, and there's 2 cups behind them. But in this instance, in this card, he's like both of the two. Jeez. Both of the cups, the instances, the scenarios are in front of him. So we have the Two of Cups scenario, which represents relationships, dating, you know, true love, soulmates kind of energy, relationships, romantic relationships. And then we have the Three of Cups, which is more so a good time girl, having a good time, laughing, playing, you know, a friendship more than anything else. Because Three of Cups is, you know, three women dancing, drinking, having a good time, celebrating. Men see both in you. They see the good friend they can laugh with, drink with, take jokes with, you know what I mean? I'm hearing shoot the piss, oh Lord. I've never used it in my life. Shoot the piss with them, and then they also see you as a relationship, which is why both instances are standing in front of them, and there's no cups that are behind them or hidden. They see the potential for both in you, okay? So you're the girl that definitely gets under their skin before they even realize you're under their skin, you know? So you can have like a lot of guy friends who want more than just that, but they're, you know, happy just being your friend, but they also see you as more, you know? So I'm hearing more so than the other two groups. You're very dangerous because they fall in love with you. It's as easy as breathing. Oh my gosh. It's as easy as breathing. You know, falling for your beauty, falling for who you are as a person, okay? So a lot about who you are is coming through. Can we get some specifics? There could be something here about a cape or draping. You wear things that drape you really well. Baggy clothes could definitely be coming through as well. Here we have the Hermit. Wow. As soon as I say that, more clothes with the draping on them, you know, where your whole body's covered, even a hood. So maybe some of you are wearing much of the hoodies. I'm hearing a snuggie. I believe those are those things that were big on social media for a minute, where like it's like a blanket that covers your whole body, but it's like a dress, you know, a snuggie. So you dress in very comfortable sweats, sweatshirts, hoodies, you know, gym wear for some of you, maybe athleisure, things that make you very comfortable, very long flowing dresses and long silhouettes where your body's mostly covered and you're draped in something. It's almost like you're bathed in cloth, you know, because from head to toe you're covered in something. And it's definitely giving me those the religions where they have to wear the clothing from head to toe, all you see are their eyes, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, yeah, there's something just laughing and giggling and like, you know, like the SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob and Patrick are trying so hard not to laugh in the classroom, and they're just like whispering back to each other, like, you know what's even funnier than 24? 25, and they just start busting out laughing. Like, there's just something about you that just brings light to a room and laughter, and you know what I mean? Because there's this video that I was watching on Instagram, and this is not just about the people who wear those things, but you know, like when the people who, I think it's like a Muslim culture, they have to wear I don't know if it's called a hijab or if there's another name for it. Ooh, I'm also hearing something else now. Hold up now. I'm hearing shibari, and I'm pretty sure shibari is like a kink where people tie you up, and you know, so not, those two don't go together, but I heard shibari. So that could be a thing as well. You're a little kinky, okay? Or men think of kinky things when it comes to you, or you're openly kinky, you know, or you wear things that tie yourself up, you know? Like like I'm not even making sense right now. You wear things that tie yourself up. Yeah, you wear harnesses, and you wear bustiers, and you wear like chains, and you wear like rope maybe for some of you, and it's like it's very noticeable or obvious that you're into kink in some kind of way, okay? Bondage, BDSM, and the like. But back to what I was talking about, bro. There is this video on Instagram, and there was this girl who was missing, right? And she's from that faith and that religion where they have to wear the whole thing covering their body. And this one, you can't even see their face. All you see are their eyes, okay? And they were putting up a not help wanted, but they were putting up a missing persons poster of the girl. And all we can literally see is her eyes, and barely that, you know, and barely that. And of course, it's a black guy making a fool out of everything. So some of you could be like black, and that's what guys think of your beauty as well. Like, you know, black queen, melanated, you know what I mean? But he was like, now I know that this is a serious thing and this girl is missing, but really and truly, how y'all expect us to know who this girl is? Like, we can, if we saw her, if we were to even see her outside in the real world, how would we know it's her? How would we know it's her? All we see are eyes, literally. How? And the family refuses to release a picture of her where we can see her whole face, because of course the whole face is the reason behind her having to wear it in the first place. He's like, be freaking for real right now. Who is going to be able to, even if we did see her on the street, what is the meaning of this? Why are you doing this? Why are you putting out a missing persons with the girl's name and we can't even see her body or nothing? Lord Jesus, help us. You know what I mean? Help us help you. Release some pictures of her we can actually see. And he was just like saying it's so funny. I didn't want to laugh, but I was dying of laughter because he's for real. He's serious. And, you know, and he's not even he's for real, he's serious. He's right. If we can't see nothing of the girl body except for her eyes, how the heck are we supposed to know who she is? And how to help her and how to find her? Like, stop playing, okay? That's the vibe that's coming through with these two cards coming out back to back. Because so far, all we're seeing is face. We're not seeing anything else of her body. So you could wear those hijab. I think they're called hijabs. And if they're not, correct me in the comments. I love to learn, okay? Be respectful about it though. Don't get crazy. Okay. So your eyes could definitely be something that's coming through as well. You know, I'm hearing, I didn't want to say you have like twinkling eyes, your eyes sparkle, you know, like if you're glisten is what I wanted to say. Like, you know, like when you're about to cry and there's sheen over your eyes start glistening, that you have like very shiny, sparkling, gleeful, mirthful eyes. You know what I mean? So you could be someone who's witty and funny. You always have like a permanent smirk on your face, you know, but that's coming through for you guys. Now we have the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. Yeah, you're very conservative in how you dress. Because once again, we're not getting anything from dude and what he's wearing. Which is why, more so than anything, personality keeps coming through. Because they don't know much else about how you look. You know, but like when you fall for someone, you fall for their personality. It doesn't matter what they look like. You just love them for them. You know what I mean? But yeah, each of these, all three of these cards, yeah, I saw them. Nothing is really showing, just face. So you're giving strict face card. And I do believe that's why the Muslim girls or the Middle Eastern girls are so, even Indian girls, they're not really about covering up. They're more so about, you know, they can show more skin. But the Muslim girls, that's why their face cards eat down, especially when it comes to makeup. Oh, they be slaying it. The eyelashes, the makeup, the foundation, everything is flawless. And they gotta go all out because that's all they can show. That's literally all they can show. So y'all better make it cute. You know what I mean? So it's like perfect, seamless, flawless makeup to the point they don't even know it's makeup. Of course, guys don't know it's makeup. Women would probably know, but guys just don't know. They're oblivious. Like, oh my gosh, she's a flawless beauty. Her skin is so smooth. And your skin could actually be really smooth if you are someone who doesn't wear makeup. But they're just like, wow, your features come together so seamlessly. You have a natural blush. Your eyelashes are just eyelashing. They'll probably think you're just wearing a mascara and lip gloss. And you're just really not. You went all out. But you blend it so seamlessly and it blends so flawlessly with your face, your complexion. And they can't even see the neck to compare. I'm acting a fool. I'm sorry. They're just like, wow, you're flawless. I'm hearing like powdery skin and like soft. It's giving Snow White, you know? And how people would like back in the days, they would like use powder to make their skin like very, you know, light. It's definitely giving also Mulan, where in Mulan they would all paint their faces really white and then like paint on the cheeks and, you know, stuff like that. I don't know what I'm talking about. That kind of, and just your makeup is always on point as well. So your makeup is always flawless. You're always flawless. And that's what they're saying as well. Even if you're covered up, the face card is still giving. Even if the body's not tea, the way you may want it to be tea or the way certain men don't think it's tea, your face is still giving. The face card is never declining, child. You know? Even if you were to be draped in a trash bag, as long as that face is showing, you're take my breath away. You're taking the breath away. Okay, now we have the Six of Wands. Yeah, you win at everything you do, child. Okay, and I'm not taking reversals for this reading because there's no reason to. And look at how we have the two people in the corner looking very worried, talking to each other. So it's giving knight in shining armor. You make men want to save you, protect you. You're giving like very feminine, you know what I mean, kind of energy. And the more they get to know you, the more like possessive or protective they become of you. Because the more clingy they get is what I'm hearing. The more they want to be around you, the more they may fall in love with you. You may not even know it. You know what I mean? You're a star and you don't even know it. You don't even know it. You don't even know it. And you don't even know it. That's I'm so cause I'm gonna be the one. It's a Broadway musical by Jordan. He's like, I'm Jordan something and I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna shine like the sun. Something like that. But there's definitely something here about that. You have that glow. You have that magnetism to you. Where men are just like, oh, they gravitate towards you. And like I said, it also has to do with your personality as well. Because they can't really say much about your body for whatever reason. Because it's not really coming through in this either. You're always fully dressed. Like no skin is showing at all so far. But the Six of Wands is definitely not in China armor kind of energy. I'm riding in on a horse trying to save the girl, you know? So maybe some of you give like damsel in distress, princess in her tower. And it's funny how I use Snow White. And she was definitely a damsel in distress. So soft, like really maybe translucent, powdery skin, you know, rosy, naturally rosy cheeks, things like that. You know, short curly hair. And even in that, she like always had like a long drapey dress on. So even if you are wearing a dress, the dress is like covering basically most of your body. So the guys can't even tell what specific features to lust over, you know? Good for you. These don't give them nothing to look at. You don't dress for the male gaze, okay? Maybe you can't. I heard. Group 3, we have, and all your cards can come out in reverse. That's really weird. But anyway, we have 5 of Swords. So you definitely get them thinking. You have them worrying is definitely what I'm getting. So I do think when men like talk about you or talk about your beauty, they worry that you would never want someone like them or you would never give them a chance, you know? And then of course you maybe being someone who's more conservative or dressing more conservatively, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, she don't want me, you know, she's not looking for a man. She maybe already has a man kind of vibe, you know? That could be what men say about your beauty. She's just so beautiful, she already has someone. And it worries them. Because 5 of Swords came out in group 2, but it had a completely different meaning for me. So 5 of Swords, like you're worrying them, you know? But it's also still the meaning of the card where your mind is kind of like in a fog. So maybe they kind of lose a sense of words when they see your beauty, you know? They become speechless. There we go. That's the right word. They're just like mouth open, don't know what to say. Nothing coming out. Not even stuttering. Nothing's coming out. Because their mind is so cloudy and foggy, which is what the 5 of Swords really means. But it's definitely giving this a worry when it comes to you. They think about you a lot, but it's worrying thoughts. Okay, what else is coming through for my group 3s, please? Spirit, group 3s. What would men say about their beauty? You make them feel masculine. You make them also feel really introspective. So there could be something here about you that's very introspective and deep, philosophic in a way that makes them think. Or your beauty is like makes them like the thinker. But they're just sitting there always thinking about you afterwards, which is another 5 of Swords reference. You know, they want to come in and save you from something, especially if you are giving off that really sad 5 of Cups, very forlorn, glistening eyes. Woe is me kind of energy. Girl next door, help me kind of vibe. If you're giving that, they definitely want to come and save you. So you're definitely giving that damsel in distress, that princess in her tower, the Rapunzel. Some of you could have really long hair. You're giving the Rapunzel effect, where she's stuck in the tower and that prince would do anything to let her, make her come down. Rapunzel, let down your long hair. And she's like, nah, boy. It wasn't until she kept coming and she fell in love with him that she finally let down her long hair, and boy was able to climb up. Okay, so there's something here about that's unattainable about you. You're like a princess in a tower that's so pretty and protected and pristine that they can't even touch you, you know? So something innocent maybe about you as well. Now the next card we have out on the table is the Page of Swords. And look at how we have him with his shield. I never really pay much attention to the swords. I mean the swords, yeah. But the shield or the knights, when they come out in the cards, I already know what they mean. But in this picture, they have their knight in shining armor. And then he has his shield and his sword, but ready to fight and defend your honor. So you have that sweet, but also a little mischievous to you. You know, and it's not until they get to know you more and you guys crack jokes and they're talking to you, and you know, you may have the same dark humor as them or just the same humor in general. They get to see a different side to you. But when men see you right off the bat, you're giving innocent, sweet, pure, untouchable vibes, okay? You're giving me that group that came through in the other reading for what do men think of you? I forget the name of it. It could have been what do men think of you? I'd be forgetting, y'all. And it was like they're too scared to ask you out because they just put you on a pedestal and you're like this queen in a castle, princess in a castle, and they can't because they're not worthy of you, first of all, but also, you know, you're untouchable in some kind of way. Page of Swords is also giving intelligence, the wanting to learn. Pages love learning. Also youthful, innocent, coming through once again, because pages are the youngest in the suits. They haven't matured yet. They haven't really gone through much. Okay, so they're still just pages. Your thirst for knowledge. You also have like maybe you have like sharp, wise eyes. Your eyes coming through. So I feel like they kind of fill you out through your eyes. So whatever your eyes are expressing, how they read you, you know. So you're coming through a lot through the eyes. You speak through the eyes. Even if you don't dress very conservatively, you speak a lot through your eyes, you know. You could be the person who's like having a conversation with her best friend and you guys aren't saying anything, but you can definitely tell what's being said, you know. There's also a specific scene from, I think it was a Jimmy Kimmel show where they were like playing Password, and it was Keke Palmer and I forget her name, but I know it. Yvette Brown. It's Yvette Brown. She played Helen in Drake and Josh, for those of you who may know her from there. She's like, that is not my job. Her. And she would always like be mean to Josh but love Drake. She was on the Password show, or she was on the Jimmy Kimmel show with Keke Palmer, and they had another lady, a white lady, and they had like a white man on one side of the panel. They had Keke and they had Yvette Nicole Brown. Her name finally came through. Appreciate you. And they had Yvette Nicole Brown on the other side, and they're like trying to figure out Titanic, okay? And basically how the game goes is one team says a word and you have to guess the password, which would be Titanic. So the other group said a word, and then Keke was like Rose, and she was like just speaking with her body and through her eyes, and Yvette Nicole Brown is like I feel like I know what you're saying, but I'm scared I'm gonna get it wrong. And Keke Palmer's like, you can't, what do you think it is? And then she's like, no, I'm scared I'm gonna get it wrong, and Keke Palmer's like, no. She's just like Rose, and saying it, and you know, looking at her in her eyes and like it's acting it out. And Yvette Nicole Brown's like, no, I'm scared it's gonna be wrong. And Keke Palmer's like, no, guess, what is it? Rose. And then she's like, Titanic. She's like, yes. And the white lady's like, guys, she's like laughing, like, you know, anxiously, nervously on the other side of the panel, because they're having a whole conversation she doesn't know, but she doesn't know what they mean. It's like they were talking in black. You know what I mean? Funny, hilarious. I didn't mention some of you could be black. I don't know how that came through, but I think it was for your group. It could be you or group too. I don't know. But yeah, they have black conversations. Black people communicate in different ways. If they can't say it out loud, their eyes are speaking volumes. You know what I mean? So it's like that best friend talk, that talk to black folks, that kind of energy you guys give through your eyes. You be having whole conversations through your eyes, and people, men in specific, are like referencing that when they're talking about your beauty, like her eyes. Oh my gosh. Like she can convey a bunch of different words and feelings and emotions, and you know, through her eyes alone, kind of vibes was coming through for y'all. And there's something about them that makes them want to defend you. I don't know. You could like really like sweet as pie, you know? But the Hermit, clarified by the Page of Swords, is definitely giving you love to learn, you know? You have a thirst for knowledge. You ask a lot of questions. Or this could be men being thirsty to know more about your beauty, or you because of your beauty, okay? The Hermit card, wanting to know more, wanting to dig and dive really deep and get philosophical. They want to get to know everything about you based on how you look, okay? That's the vibe that are coming through. Okay, now, the next card we have on the table is the High Priestess. Look at that, very secretive, exactly. You speak through your eyes, but you don't say a lot. So you don't say what you mean, which is why they have to guess a lot of times. Like, your eyes express and convey a lot of things, but there's a lot of things they have to kind of guess or translate themselves through your eyes. But the High Priestess coming out through the Five of Cups, you're definitely someone who keeps more to yourself. It's giving, like, you know, more reserved, maybe a little shy, maybe a little maybe a little shy, a little reserved, a little forlorn, a little sad, a little wallflower-y. You know, maybe you're not comfortable talking around men, so you're like nervous and jittery kind of energy, and they can read all your emotions through your eyes. That keeps coming through, okay? But the High Priestess is Pisces energy. The Hermit is Virgo energy. So far we have Virgo and Pisces. They're sister signs, and they're also known for being very helpful. They like to give and give and give a lot of themselves. You know what I mean? But you guys are not giving that vibe to me. You're giving secretive, you know, more to yourself. And these guys, like, they're eating that up because they want more. They're like, oh, she's just so cute and she's so innocent. And because you don't talk, they want you to talk even more. So men could just like talk at you and hope that you just say something to them, because you're just like looking at them like, And your eyes are either saying, I'm nervous, I'm exasperated, leave me alone, come hither. Your eyes are saying a bunch of different things. And they're trying to decipher exactly what you want from through your eyes, you know? Then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which came through in group 2. If you felt called to group 2 in any kind of way. Because Five of Swords also came through in group 2. And so did Five of Cups, I believe. No, it's Five of Pentacles. Different. But yes. Nine of Pentacles is definitely giving very, I'm hearing eclectic, very elegant vibes. So you also giving, I'm hearing Princess Diana. And it's taking me back to a story that my grandma used to say. They used to call my mom when she was younger. She would go to the babysitter and she would just go on the couch and sit there with her legs crossed and like look down on the rest of the kids. They started calling her Princess Di, you know, Princess Diana, you know what I mean? Because she's like uppity and thinks she's better. And princess references and the queen references keep coming through. So the men look at you and think you have a princess or queenly kind of beauty. It depends for each of you. Because princesses are like more innocent and sweet, and queens are more harsh and, you know, exacting, and they want things their way kind of vibe. And so do princesses. So there's like a similar vibe, a similar tone. But yeah, that's what this Nine of Pentacles is giving me. Like, you know, uppity, you know, maybe you think you're better than them, holier than thou, what they say about your beauty as well. It's definitely giving, you know, she's too good for me, you know? But Nine of Pentacles definitely giving me Princess Di vibes. How my mom would just go and sit at the... she wouldn't talk to anyone. She wouldn't play with the other kids. She would go, sit, look down on them, and then go home when my grandma came and picked her up. And I just think that's so funny. But also, I just found out yesterday my sister was like, she's an Aquarius moon, which is so freaking, it makes a lot of sense now that I know that. I didn't know her chart. You know what I mean? But I don't know how my sister found out. She be just, she's Sagittarius. She knows as hell. She's trying to figure out people's chart and everything. And I'm like, mind your business. That ain't, what my chart is not your business. Okay? She's also how I found out that I was Libra moon and not a Cancer moon. So I don't know why. I swear I put in the correct time. And for whatever reason, they said I was a Cancer moon. I'm like, she sent me a post years ago, like, this is Libra moon. I'm like, I'm not a Libra moon. I'm a Cancer moon. She's like, no, you're not. I'm like, how you gonna tell me what I am? And she ended up being right. I'm a Libra moon. But I don't know what time I put in or if I put the wrong day or the wrong year. But they told me I was a Cancer moon and a Scorpio something. And I'm like, interesting. Which makes a lot of sense because whenever I watch tarot readings, they're like, oh, you're all water. I'm like, I have no water in my chart, honestly. No water placement. So where's this water coming from? But now they were saying I was a Cancer moon and a something else. So I need to figure out what happened there. But yeah, she found out my mom's moon was an Aquarius. And I'm like, it makes so much sense. Very standoffish, detached emotionally is what your beauty is giving, you know? Very cold, you know, Queen of Swords-y. Like, you know, I rule with the iron thumb, iron fist. Don't play with me. Don't talk to me. Leave me alone. Is the vibe that's coming through for y'all a little bit, okay? So that's how men will describe your beauty. Cold, pristine, almost like you're like a vampire. How their skin shines. They're cold as ice kind of vibe. You know, Ice Queen. Maybe some of you could be older women who've been divorced because Ice Queen is definitely. I'm hearing that there's like a card in the. There's some kind of deck. And the Ice Queen is like a divorcee, essentially. You know what I mean? So, and that's very much Queen of Swords. Because Queen of Swords is the spinster in the tarot deck. Okay? So here we have the Five of Pentacles. Wow. So yeah, some of you can be called group 2. And maybe that will resonate more than this group here. Maybe there are certain things you have in common with group 2 when men talk about your looks. But you're like, this is not resonating thus far. But you're 30 minutes in, so I don't know what to say. But yeah, there's something like very... cold and far away, oh, and every second you're gone, I'm missing you so, I can't believe you're so far away by Marsha Ambrosia. So maybe your looks like Ambrosia, but I think her name was Marsha Ambrosius or Brosia. Where's she at? She had a beautiful voice. Like her song Far Away was like big and then she had disappeared. But every second you're gone, I'm missing you so, I can't believe you're so far away. So yeah, you seem like just far away, stoic kind of energy, you know. But Five of Pentacles definitely giving they feel lonely around you, or you just feel like really lonely and melancholy and sad. They want to save you, you know. Maybe some of you were giving puppy dog, you know what I mean, and they want to be the big dog for you. Lord, can I get one more card? Thank you. How would men describe my group 3's beauty? We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have a lot of knights, pages. They want to save you, help you, protect you. So you're giving damsel in distress for sure. And Knight of Pentacles is like going the longest distance ever, knowing what's going to be uncomfortable, knowing you're not going to have any food, you're going to be sleeping in the cold. Like you're willing to go the distance, giving, I am on my way. I can go the distance. I don't care how far. If I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth, I can't go that deep, my while. I would go most anywhere to find where I belong. Go the distance from Hercules. So maybe like you seem like I said, a loner, like a lonely traveler. I'm just a traveler on this earth. Traveler by Chris Stapleton is also coming through. But I think Go the Distance is from Hercules. And who sings it? It's something Barton. Tom Barton, something. But yeah, you're like a lonely traveler. That's why you're so far away, because you know, they see you, then you leave. You know, so it's not like, oh, you're like giving wisp of smoke. Like they would tell their friends, she's like a wisp of smoke. 1 second she's there, the next minute she's not. Or 1 minute she smiles at you and says, "Come here." Then the next minute she's like back to being ice cold. You know what I mean? I'm hearing Stone Cold Steve Austin, but they're willing to go the distance to, you know, be with you. That's how captivating your beauty is. You know what I mean? There could also be something angelic about you as well. It's giving like otherworldly vibes. Like you're giving an alien from a different country. I mean, they do call people who are from different countries in America aliens, but I meant from a different universe. You could definitely be an angel from a different realm. You're giving mermaid, maybe a little fairy, and that's why you're giving this, like, you're not of this world, which is why whatever they're doing for you is not enough, which is why they're willing to go the distance and go to the ends of the earth to kind of give you what you need. You know what I mean? If that even makes sense to y'all. I don't know how these men are trying to say what they're saying, but I'm trying to decipher as best as I can for y'all, okay? But Knight of Pentacles is definitely going a long distance to get whatever you want, not giving up, keep going, keep going. You're very diligent, you're very dedicated, you know? Even if it takes years, you're going to put in the time and the work to do it, okay? Which is one of the cards that came out. 9 of Pentacles, maybe. And then 4 of Pentacles as well. So if guys are seeing you at work, there's something here about you like putting your head down and doing your work. Keeping your energy to yourself and working, which is why you're probably one of the best workers, or this could be a boss thinking this, or just a co-worker. Because a lot of Pentacles came through for you guys, I'm realizing now. So maybe you guys have like a Capricorn vibe going on, where Capricorn's like very, and so are Virgos. They're very like high maintenance. They're very uppity. They're very much like, how do you call it? Picky. They want a specific kind of partner. And if you're not giving that to them, then guys are like, oh, she's not even gonna want me anyway. You know? They need a specific kind of partner. I don't think Tauruses are as picky as the other two. Tauruses are more picky about their things, you know? But when it comes to the relationships in a Virgo and Capricorn's life, it's very important to them. So you could be a Virgo or Capricorn. We had Pisces come through. And then, yeah, we had Virgo come through with the Hermit. Exactly. Yeah, it's definitely giving that. Where Virgo's like very much Lady Di energy. You know how Zendaya is like, she's a part of the entertainment industry, but we know nothing about her life. We have a Beyonce. They give me the same vibe. They're both Virgos. How their life is very private. We don't really know much about it. Then we have I'm also hearing Cameron Diaz. She's also a Virgo. We don't know much about her private life. She married to another like rock star from, I think, Good Charlotte or something. One of the Madden brothers. I don't know. But they're twins. She married them. She had a kid with them. Went off and had her nice family life. And now she's back acting again. But we know nothing about her at-home life. We know nothing about it. What other Virgos can I reference? Michael Jackson's also very private as well, to give you some male references. What are some other Virgo guys? Other Virgo guys. Liam Payne from One Direction was a Virgo, and he was very private about his child and his life as well. Even though he was also not, but when it came to his child and his family, he was very private about that as well. That never showed his son's face. That could have been more so because Cheryl wanted it, the mother. Other Virgos. I'm going on a tangent here. Other Virgos, but you know what I mean, okay? Capricorns. A lot of Capricorns like seen as very mysterious, standoffish. They're ruled by Saturn, so like very much cold, you know, barren, karmic lessons, you know, like this person's not to be trifled with or messed with kind of energy. You know what I mean? That's the kind of vibe you guys give off. Let's get some more cards. Maybe we'll find some clarity in the cards. For my group 3s, how would men describe their beauty? Please, Spirit. How would men describe their beauty? I just keep hearing far away. And every second you're gone, I'm missing you so. I can't believe you're so far away. And if you're from Saturn, that is quite far. That is quite cold. Doesn't Saturn have its rings, and its rings are made of ice? Yeah, Saturn's a cold, barren planet. 𝐓𝐶 freaking came through in group 2. So y'all come from group 2, or you should go watch group 2. 𝐓𝐶, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. 𝐓𝐶. Okay? Whatever will be, will be. Okay? So I do think men, like, you have that, they see a bit of a detachedness in your persona, in your personality, you know what I mean? Even though you are coming off as goofy and funny and witty, and you make them smile, and you both have the same dark humor. I mean, dark humor is very Queen of Swords, very Virgo, very Capricorn also, so that makes sense. But it's giving, maybe not everybody sees that part of you, or it's giving like dry wit and humor, you know? Where someone says something, you just reply with like a very blank, monotone voice, like, yeah, sure, you know what I mean? If any of you do Duolingo, y'all know that one, I think her name is Lily. That one, like, goth girl in Duolingo, which those, like, yeah, sure. Like, she doesn't, like, love or anything gooey or ushy. That's the kind of vibe that she's giving off. I'm trying to give a lot of good examples so you guys understand what I'm saying. But yeah, this could be bad. Definitely giving potentially goth, emo, punk, stuff like that. You know what I mean? I was mentioning spikes and leather. So that kind of energy men are like, oh, this person will either rip my head off or be the love of my life. We don't know until we try, right? Here we have seek a higher power. So some of you are also coming through as more spiritual, and you're very protective of your energy. So just take what resonates for you, okay? It's different people watching with different personalities, different aesthetics, all of that. Take the one that resonates for you. While some of you may be goth, punk, princesses, all of that, others of you are very stoic, hard to reach, cold ice queens. Like Elsa and her tower saying, leave me alone. Running away from the rest of the world. Seeking a higher power, high priestess energy. She can come off as a little cold or detached, but that's because she's so heavily involved in the 5D. She's so heavily involved. She's so heavily in her head at that. You know, always worried about what people may think of her. Very emotional. I do know Pisces are said to be manipulative. I haven't seen that. I mean, I have in the men. The ladies, I don't know. Yeah. There can be something here about ghosting. Men can be scared you're gonna ghost them, or you have ghosted a lot of men. But yeah, seek a higher power. That's the otherworldly. You're not from this world. You're giving angel vibes, you know. Fairies from a different realm. Here we have persevere. I am being like a very stern, maybe some of like very thick, slanted eyebrows, harsh eyebrows is the vibe that I'm getting as well. There's like a certain face you make where you're upset, but your eyebrows like go down, and it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm in trouble now, you know. And it's like it excites them. Men are so freaking weird, bro. Like I don't know why I say trying to channel from them. So I'm just like, what do you mean? A woman being mad at you is turning you on? Like, please. A guy being mean to me will do the exact opposite. I'm like, get out my face. Stop wasting my time. But a girl being standoff and, you know what I mean? Oh, guys like, yes, give me more. And I'm like, okay, do you? Wow, we have twist of fate. This came through group 2. Wow, okay, go off. Go off. Persevere. I'm here, you're not a team player. You like to do things on your own. You like to separate yourself from the rest of the fray, the rest of the pack. So like I said, giving lone wolf once again. So yeah, that keeps coming through in different, you know, ways. Excuse me. Maybe you're cute and cuddly but intimidating. Is what I would think a wolf is. Because a wolf is like a dog. It's a big husky dog. And I'm like, oh, you're so cute, look at you. But it'll rip your head off. Like, it's not a cute, cuddly animal at all. Unless it was raised in captivity. You know what I mean? They're meant to be predators and to survive by any means necessary. They're not going to be sitting there like, yes, rub my belly. No, that's them showing their weakness to their people. They're not going to do that unless they care about you. You know what I mean? So that could be y'all for real. Y'all little wolves out there. Howling to the moon and everything. Okay. I'm getting more of a broody nature from you guys as well. With the 5 of cups, then 5 of pentacles, then 4 of pentacles. Very broody. So you could definitely be that kind of broody personality. I promise I'm not going to bring him up, but a certain vampire from Twilight is coming through. If you watch my readings, you know who it is. And you're also more so giving Jasper as well. He was even ruder than Edward, if that is saying something. So you guys aren't even Edward, you're giving Jasper. And I said his name anyway. Well, who cares? This is my channel, I'm gonna say what I want to say. But you're definitely giving like Jasper, like, yeah, quiet, brooding. The only person who could get through to him was Alice, and he was gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Very intense as well. Like, do we even know what his zodiac sign was? He's definitely giving Scorpio. Or like a Capricorn, because he was also very serious as well. Where he always seemed like he was in pain. I know it was because he was trying not to suck her blood, but I feel like that was just a part of his personality as well. Because he used to be a commander in the army, and they have that kind of personality as well. So some of you, if you're guys watching for guys, you have that kind of serious persona. Your eyebrows are always slanted in a serious nature, and your lip is always pinched and serious, and you know you have wrinkles in between your eyebrows because you're always so serious. Okay. And like I said, not a lot of physical energies coming through for you guys, just more so personality. So I think that's how men, you know, describe your beauty, because they don't really see much of your body. Because, yeah, look at all these cards. There's literally nothing about body coming through. Only in this one card right here, 5 of Swords, we have someone who's wearing a flowy skirt and then their top is bare. But what? You have a defined chest? I don't know. Like, these cards are not giving me anything, which means you don't give guys anything when it comes to how you look physically. Like, all these cards, this 5 of Pentacles, nothing. They're completely covered. Like, wow. 9 of Pentacles, completely covered. All we're seeing, move, is her arm. A little arm. A little arm. That's all they can sexualize or fantasize about. That's what they're going to do. Because all you showing them is arm, child. Yeah. That is hilarious. Okay, we have an intuition, exactly, Blue Lotus. There's definitely something here about men falling for who you are more so than your looks, which is why you're definitely giving otherworldly, because it's like, I mean, yeah, her looks are given. It's obvious she's pretty, of course. Face card is never declining, but it's who she is as a person that I find even more attractive. That's what the guys in your group are telling people about your beauty, okay? Yeah, she's gorgeous and her skin is perfect and she has like perfect makeup and da-da-da-da, but it's who she is as a person that's really like, you know, turns me on and gets me going. That's what's really beautiful about her, you know? It's definitely giving like an oasis of sorts, you know? Where they're thirsty and dying and trying to find their shelter, and you're the oasis they find in the desert, okay? So we have horsetail patience. So you're very patient. Yeah, you're definitely giving like a more reserved, removed vibe. Where I'm on my business, I do whatever I want, and that's about it. Only truly people who know you can definitely describe what your body will look like, or the kind of personality you have. So you open up with some people, or even if you do open up and you're laughing and playing, there is still an energy of, oh, this person's like a dangerous, a bomb about to explode kind of energy. You know what I mean? A heartbreak waiting to happen is what I just heard. Just another heartbreaking waiting. To pass the time. Just another lonely breakup. And I'll be here in the morning light. But you're My Mistake to Make All Night. My Mistake by Canvas coming through. It's a country song. Yeah, she's like, you're just another heartbreaking waiting. You're just another warm body to pass the time. You're just another morning breakup. And I'll be here until the morning light, but you're my mistake to make all night. Wow. Bars. And she said what she said. I love that song, and I'm going to listen to it after work when I'm going. Okay, we have Nettle Action. Action. This is definitely all those action cards coming through about them wanting to take action. So there's something here that men are saying your beauty is so captivating, but it's who you are as a person that's so beautiful as well. They love to know you more, pick you apart, and they want to take action towards what they're kind of telling people or saying about your beauty, you know? She has a beauty that makes you want to actually take the steps, the methodological steps, whatever you want to call it. The Knight of Pentacles steps, taking however long it takes for her to open up and date me and want to be with me. Those are the steps I'm going to take. If it takes a year, I'm here for it. But if my heart is broken, that's my mistake to make. But I think she's worth getting to know and waiting and taking the long steps, to get there, to being patient. You know what I mean? So men are definitely patient with you, you know what I mean? And I do think there's something intuitive about them that says, hey, don't mess with this person because she'll, rip you limb from limb. I'm screaming. You guys are funny. All these men coming through are funny because what do you mean? I'll rip you limb from limb. Here we have chamomile inner peace. So far we have chamomile inner peace, and then we have horsetail patience. Like I said, very cool, calm, laid back, chill kind of beauty that men are like, hey, yeah, that's mine right there. You know what I mean? She's not dressing for me. She's not dressing for the male gaze. She's living her life. She's refreshing beauty. She's not doing all these things to make her look pretty. Even if she is, your makeup looks so seamless and flawless that it's giving skin. And they're like, oh, that's her face. And she's just wearing a little bit of mascara and lip gloss or lip liner and a little bit of lipstick. But I'm not really giving full face of makeup. And you are, sis. You're giving full face of makeup. But you know what it is? When your base is so beautiful already, makeup looks pretty on anybody. Now it's when you have to cover things and really do some deep transformation when you're putting on makeup that it becomes a little bit of a struggle. But if you have like nice, clean skin already, you're already really pretty, makeup can't really make you look bad. You know what I mean? And that's something that I saw on Instagram the other day where someone was like doing her makeup and people were like, when you're already pretty and there's nothing to fix. And I'm like, but makeup isn't supposed to fix you, though, But anyway, that's the vibe that's coming through for y'all. Where they're kind of like, oh, yeah, the makeup just blends so seamlessly and looks so good that it's giving skin. That's her natural face. And because men don't really know much about makeup and how much blending it takes and this, that, and the other, they're just thinking, oh, that's her natural beat. No, it isn't. For some of you, it is if you don't wear makeup. But for others of you, no. We have Gemini. So yeah, you have two personalities, two dual split personalities. One of them is fun, and then one of them is more serious. Because I do believe that Geminis have both of those in them: more serious side and a more fun, loving, inquisitive, witty, joke making side. You know what I mean? And that's what you're coming through as. Your beauty is definitely that. But like I said, more so personality coming through for you guys. Here we have Saturn. This is coming to clarify what was coming through already. Saturn energy, very serious, austere, stern, Ice Queen vibes. Capricorn is also like really strong bone structure as well. So you have like really strong cheekbones or defined cheekbones is the vibe that's coming through. Here we have 6th house, which is Virgo coming through again. Very clinical, very clean, very removed. It's like when a doctor comes and like is in between your thighs doing a pap smear. You're like, you all been the good, sir. But it's a job to him. It's not him like, oh, yeah, I'm down here looking at a woman's something. He's just like, this is my job, ma'am. Please relax. You know what I mean? It's like a very clinical, cold approach. It's like detached, Like, I'm not looking at you and thinking lustful thoughts. I'm doing my job, ma'am. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm looking at your vulva and I'm all up in here, but it's not giving sexy. It's not giving that. You guys aren't like overtly sexy. You're just giving appealing enough or intriguing enough that men want to get to know you more. And they find that sexy, the mysterious, the wisp of smoke, not being able to see you clearly is sexy to them. Or not know you fully. Men are just sick. Let me stop. Here we have, I think this is Uranus, so unexpected, unpredictable vibes coming through. And I'm hearing that song, I love us when we're unpredictable. Because that's because that's when love feels so phenomenal. I like it when there's no one in control. We don't know where else we're supposed to go. I like us when we're unpredictable. Because that's when love feels so phenomenal. I like it when there's no one in control. We don't know which way we're gonna go. Yeah, unpredictable. I think that's Louisa Johnson and Ollie Mirrors. I don't know. But look it up. Unpredictable. And I think her name is Louisa. I don't know her last name, but yeah. I think it's Johnson, if I'm not mistaken. But unpredictable about you. Then we have Sag coming through. Also very inquisitive, smart, okay, perceptive. Those wide, sparkling, glittering eyes. So maybe I'm getting the vibe that men love getting you excited, or when your eyes start to twinkle and sparkle, because that means they've done something right. Because otherwise you're like blank face, and then when they are doing something right, your eyes kind of like show all of your emotions. So be careful of these men reading your eyes, sis or sir. Don't do that. Don't show your cards, okay? That's the vibe coming through for y'all. They love to see you excited about something, because otherwise you're just going to look really bored with life, and they don't like that. Or bored with them. They don't want you to look bored with them, okay? What time is it? Okay. And then we have 12th house, which is things that are hidden in the depths, the psyche, secrets, our fears, okay? The things that hold us back as well, our traumas, stuff like that, our dreams, that's where the 12th house lies. So that this did come through very heavily in group 2. If you did feel called to group 2 at all and you want to spend another almost hour with me over there, I'd love to have you. But if not, dreams is definitely giving. I'm hearing dreams. That's where I have to go to see your beautiful face anymore. I stare at a picture of you and listen to the radio. Hope there's a conversation where we both admit we had it good. But until then, it's alienation. I know that much is understood. And I realize if you ask me how I'm doing, I would say I'm doing just fine. I would lie and say that you're not on my mind. Okay, done. I'm not going to sing the whole song. But I'm Not Over You by Kdrama. And that was a big vibe of group 2. So some of you could definitely feel called group 2. If you want to know more about who this person is specifically, there was some specifics that came through in group 2, so you can go watch it. But anyway, 12th house is that definitely dreams, recollections, also our past life traumas that happened to us before that we have come here to get over. You know, I'm hearing regression, past life regression, regeneration. Those things are coming through very heavily. So there's something here about that's like haunting about you. I think I mentioned that already. Or that was group 2, which is a more reason to go watch group 2. But it's giving haunting melody, haunting melodic, melancholic, that kind of vibe. Like you're a ghost, and ghosts like moan and cry like Moaning Merle in Harry Potter. And it's just like something about them wanting to fix you or help you, or that keeps coming through heavily, okay? But I'm not going to keep going because we're already about to be an hour in. I'm sorry that I spent so much of your time here, but this is a beautiful reading, very juicy. We have Share the Wealth. I didn't even go over this one. But Share the Wealth of 9 of Pentacles makes a lot of sense because it's giving you have like a lot of money, or there's like a wealth of character, or, you know, something along those lines. So that's coming through. But I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like. And look, you're like giving a gift. So men definitely consider you a gift, something that was presented to them, something they don't want to give away, you know, something that's precious, okay? I'm hearing my precious from Lord of the Rings, okay? So maybe some of you have your own personal little Gollum. Be careful out here. He was very, y'all know if y'all seen the movies, okay? But now I'm done. I'm not going to keep talking, I promise. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you'd ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me. Use my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye.